All right.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Let me see if this is.
Yo.
What's happening, Beatrice? Let's see if this chat box is working. How y'all holding up today? What's good, Dice?
Let's get this going. Let's wait for the people to show up in a bit.
Saint, what's happening? What's happening?
Hey, Beatrice. Appreciate you guys showing up early.
Yeah, right now we know that's working. We could just wait and chill for a minute, let some people funnel in here. Oh, we chilling, you know. Excited to start this. Look at the Enchanted Blades everybody submitted. There's some. I didn't look at all of them. I wanted it to be some of them be a surprise, but I know they got some crazy OP ones. They got some ones that would even beat the Magatsumi, but we'll still talk about that.
I told you, man. They were not gonna care about that.
Facts, you're right.
Stronger than the Magatsumi. Fuck that. Nah, but yeah, there's some crazy submissions. I didn't look over all of them either, but from what I saw, some pretty cool shit.
How's the audio volume, everybody? Is the music too loud? Can you hear me? Can you hear Dice? Let me know.
Yeah. Yep.
And don't forget to like the stream while you're at it, or Dice will come tickle your feet tonight.
No, that's you, man.
Well, no, if they like the stream, I'll do it.
Okay.
That appreciate it. N10. This is N10.
Okay.
You don't want to hear no Samurda slander. I'll let him rest in peace. Damn, even that's even that feels like good, what's good, Rage?
Kind of sad.
Yeah, it feels kind of like I'll throw a sneak diss at him.
Nah, we'll let him rest. We'll let him rest.
Rest in peace, exactly. And pieces, to be honest, because he turned into dust. So
I mean, ashes, Yeah.
But anyway, Dice, you excited for this, man? We had a lot of build up to this, so I'm looking forward to see how this plays out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, we talked about this and we let them know. I think we got way more submissions than we expected. So
yeah, it's pretty insane. Shout out to the community for really pulling up. You know, me and Dice were kind of a bit like, it kind of took us aback a bit. Like, we're like, oh shit, we were expecting maybe like 20.
Yeah.
70.
Sword Sand, we got
73
like
actually.
70, right? 73.
Yeah, Shiny actually did submit one.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we obviously we won't get all through them today because it's gonna take us a good minute, especially since we want to give them, some time to like talk about it and really get the whole concept of it. We don't just want to rush through them. So we're gonna try to get through half of them today. The first 35, 36 submissions.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see that being a problem. But I mean, hey, that's the best thing about a part 2. You get 2 of these streams. Double the dice. Double the dice. It's like Dimension the Dice from Yu-Gi-Oh! That Duke Devlin. Alright. Let's see.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
I mean, we can probably just get cracking. I was hoping Jello would pop in chat, since his blade's up first. What's good, Leo? How you holding up? What's good?
Oh, Jello.
Shit message is bum ass.
Yeah, I mean, let him know. We'll give him like 2 minutes. Let him know, see if he shows up. If not, we'll go through it. He can watch it on the replay.
Yeah, that Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Shout out to the creator. That's a real G, by the way. Yeah, the first submission.
I'm not cultured like that.
You're not cultured like that. You're watching Kakaguri or whatever.
No, Sure. I fucked with Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't know about the lore like that.
Yeah,
So
that
big
that
fan.
shit was like a little just side arc after the island, after the Pegasus thing, and it was like dungeon dice monsters or whatever it was called, and I thought that shit was gas.
I'm gonna have to get on that shit then.
That means Dice is gonna watch it in about 4 years.
I'll add it to the list.
All right.
Yeah. So I guess this is more for chat. Like, any predictions just right before we get into the first blade? Any predictions for tomorrow's chapter?
Part
See what-
2. Well,
Yeah.
I think the community is, they kind of in agreement with there being an actual time skip, not no 4 days BS. Oh, me and Dice are bi sorcerers actually. So that's an OG reference. That's a Hishaku reference.
Real.
Yeah, that's a
real
OG.
ones remember that shit. Yeah.
Leo saying blade reveal maybe. Time skip. Sete War flashback from Real Sword Saint. Yeah, I heard. I didn't get to watch his full video yet. I did the thumbnail for it though. But Daffy's video, and I think he talks about part 2 maybe being a prequel, kind of like the Hidden Inventory, or I think Sakamoto Days has a flashback arc. Maybe that's what. I mean, maybe not the whole part 2, but if part 2 does start with a Sete War, like in the war, oh man, give us more Ibiki Misaka.
Shit, we're not getting no Ibiki Misaka.
Bro, leave him alone.
We not.
I had to defend him against
Yeah.
on Kabanabe headquarters. I just recorded, me and Shiny recorded with them yesterday morning, and I had to defend Ibiki on that thing.
Oh man, I don't know why you would want to do that. Why you would even put yourself in that situation? But I mean, you was getting cooked in the comments for glazing it back. So
yeah, that is true. They would they'd be messing with my man just because he had like a little beer belly. He had a dad bod. That resonated with me. I was like, man, that's real development right there. Because I'm in my dad bod arc.
oh man, that's funny. But yeah, I do wonder if Hokozone was gonna edge us with the blade a little bit. Like if he'll show it like at the end of the chapter, or if we'll have to wait like a couple of chapters to really, because it's got to be what like everyone's really looking forward to. So I do wonder if we're gonna immediately see it, or if it's gonna take a little while. So
yeah, they're talking about leaks in the chat. Leaks are a detriment for real. Like, I can't lie. I'll be a hypocrite and I'll just be real, because that's just how it is. But genuinely, I gotta say, JJK leak night was like a time to be alive. That shit was one for the ages, boy. Like, I still remember I was in the bathroom, dropping a dice, and
yo, they're not gonna get that reference.
yeah. And I was talking to Jello, talking to him about the 212. We were talking about 212. That was like the first memorable one, and of course 236. And I was in the bathroom both times when during those late nights. But one was for a shower though. I'm not always in the bathroom like that.
Yeah, it's crazy shit. Not to like really get into it because we're about to get into the blades, but yeah, it just kind of became something too big to ignore, and I think that's why everybody ended up just like bending. 212 was probably like the first time I really started engaging with them as well. So
yeah, I got on leaks like Yuki versus Kenjaku.
Oh no. Hopefully, because the way Kagurabachi's going, it's bound to happen. But I really hope not. I really hope not. At least not the way it went with JJK. But whatever.
Yo, Leo said,
I'm ready to get into these blades.
Yeah, we could start. He said 30 minutes for follow-up panels. Facts. Everyone was glued to Miyamura's Twitter. Dropping page by page. Oh man, even the comments.
People were shitting on like untranslated panels,
or just
while
like
they waited for the other one.
Chop, leak boy. That's what they kept telling them. A real source saying
that shit was crazy.
People still waiting for the Gojo revival. You ain't lying. I think
Oh man.
As long as Gege's writing manga, people's gonna be looking for a Gojo like fill-in. Sucks. All right,
Yeah.
we could just crack into the. Let's see how it all looks with the chat box. And if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, just in case anyone here hasn't subbed, I would appreciate you hitting that button. You know, we're trying to get close to 500. And then when we hit 500, you know, me and Dice can talk about what we'll do to celebrate that. So, you know, this was like in celebration of like making a year on the channel, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, and it's been a fun year. It's been a quick, you know, it actually went by real fast.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Like I was watching our first I watched like a little bit of our first video, and I think that was like the one where Hirohiko popped out the elevator with the hotel manager's head. Like that was the first one we did, and I just remember we was like the way we make episodes now, it feels a lot more effortless than back then. It felt like we were sweating every little detail, and the quality now is better than the quality then. You know, we just found comfort. A lot of it has
it's been fun, man.
Yeah, it's in due part to like, you know, the community. Always have good conversations. There's no like it's a chill place to experience a fire ass manga. And Dice is cute, by the way. So there's that.
Bro.
I've never seen Dice, by the way.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, but yeah, we appreciate everybody that showed up. It's started to build this community, and now it really does feel like a little community at this point, really. So we appreciate everybody showing up, even if it's just watching.
Even if it's some Mura fans and Shiba fans.
Yeah, even if it's some Mura fans and Ibiki Misaka fans, bro.
All right. Well, I think I'm the only one. So. You good?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll just I wanted to get our homie in here to so he could watch us cook his ass sword, his linguini saber. Like, what the hell is his name? Let me see how it looks on chat. I might need to
pronounce it.
Hōkōkankaku. I feel like that's a slur. That sounds like, that just feels like I'm disrespecting somebody in the most, you know, vicious way. Like,
I do want to say I appreciate N10 for the comment. Y'all deserve 10K followers. Yeah, we appreciate that for sure.
Yeah,
really appreciate that.
Dead ass.
Yeah,
it means a lot because yeah, I mean, we'll see.
No, trust me, when that anime drop.
Oh yeah. Oh, and yeah. Then we'll be talking about doing like an anime weekly episode and a manga weekly episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be tough. All right, so this disorientation. I don't even think this is a word. I don't even know if this is a word, by the way. I think homie just threw some shit at the wall, and that's what stuck.
I told you, it's not even, there's not like no actual kanji.
Yeah, or that means bathwater in Japanese, actually. It just sounds cool.
Oh, Jello. No, I am trying to look it up, see if there's actually, I couldn't find like something exactly related to disorientation, but yeah, never mind.
Yeah, you're gonna Google that shit, run with it. And you're gonna end up on the dark web ordering some wild shit. Yeah, anime is gonna be generational. Big facts. Can't wait for that. Yeah. But all right. Oh, his spirit manifestation. He DM'd it to me. That bro, he is a JJK fan. He can't read, I guess, so he didn't see.
All right.
What his spirit manifestation, I believe, was a cicada. Let me see. I'm gonna double check real quick.
Oh, what?
Cicada.
I'll go ahead and read his first ability.
Yeah, go ahead, Papa.
That's fine. Yeah, so it says Konran or Konran. Blade covers itself in a thin layer of misty liquid. Upon striking, it enters opponent's body through the bloodstream and causes them to experience momentary feeling of slight confusion. Consecutive strikes extend the period of affection.
Okay, so this is kind of like Hirohiko. Was it Banquet? Banquet, yeah, it's kind of like Banquet. But
It's like a mix of
yeah,
Nagatsumi's liquid
but things with
with
his
kind of
is
Banquet's effects.
his is like weaker though, because the blade it's a thin misty that, by the way, thin layer of misty liquid just sound, I don't know why, when you read that I was like, oh my goodness, it sounds sensual when you read it. But no,
Okay, buddy.
but not like how Hirohiko can affect like a large area. His is only like on the blade, but the thing is, as a, you know, depending on the swordsman using it, the more hits, you know, consecutive strikes extend the period of affection. So his is
you
more
gotta land strikes.
yeah, but if he does start landing strikes, is, you know, I could see it eventually becoming more intense than Hirohiko's Banquet. So okay, I'm chilling with that. I'll look at the
What's
second.
the spirit energy manifestation?
Cicadas. That's
So
like
what
the
the hell
little
are those?
bugs that makes that noise that in Evangelion, the little cricket sound of noise.
Okay.
Yeah, the little
Okay,
aggravating sound. Like it's
Okay, I
literally
got
like
you.
the ambient sound of anime in the 90s, I feels like.
Cicadas.
Alright, second ability, Sakurin. Blade emits vibration, which sound disorients opponents' sense of movement, practically making their own moves seen to themselves in slow motion. There he is, Jello. They're
Ooh.
bugs. What's up, buddy? They're bugs. So, all right, so this is dealing with sound
Appreciate that,
waves. Okay, so that's cool. I do like that because the sound wave thing, you know, it's his whole thing is really just kind of like from Higurashi. Yeah, facts. Higurashi do be having that sound. I said from Ava. But all right, I can see that.
Oh, but I remember now what you're saying from Ava. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically just like a intense cricket sound. I got you.
It's like a cricket that you know drinks Monster energy drink.
Yeah. And now we got Sakuran with the second ability, which is kind of like with the sound waves. So
that'd be more like an AOE thing.
Yeah. And I like practically making their own moves seen to themselves in slow motion. That's like a pretty unique interpretation. You know, like obviously like the sound waves things isn't like nothing too crazy, but I do like how it's like presented.
Yeah, this is like for sure a super like a support ability. You know, if the other people you're with know to block their ears, or you can control, like the good thing about like his first ability, you know, he controls who it hits, so it doesn't just hit everyone. You know what I mean? And then the second one, if he prepares in time with a certain team, like if this swordsman had like a Masumi type group, you know, that they would be prepared to know that ability, so they can, you know, block their ears and, you know, still be able to help the fight. All right, third ability, Hoko. Defensive ability, blade emits a striking light that causes them to view the wielder alongside two. Okay, so this makes it easier for wielder. Okay, so you spelled weirder instead of wielder. Damn, I'm tongue-tied myself. All right, so this basically allows you to distort their vision and make it almost seem like there's like an after image of you, or like there's like a clone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so basically this swordsman, like this sword will depend on how good of a swordsman, you know. It's like a Levi type I can't spell it for him.
I do like, it's a very like what's the word, projection. Like it is seem like it is very sensory, obviously, like we talked about the Kamiyuri, but a lot of it is really based off, like aside from the first ability, it really is kind of like based off projections. Kind of reminds me of like a Souls game, when you do like the perfect dodges or whatever. So yeah, or Souls likes, whatever you want to call it.
I don't play games, so I'll take your word for it.
True realm extension.
I do like this though, because it's a blade that like sticks to like a certain, you know, thing. It has its bag. And like I said, if the swordsman is someone like, say, Levi, like a quicker, you know, swordsman known for like their speed, you know, like they'll benefit this sword greatly. But if you want to talk about the true realm extension, by the way, Jello, you just making shit up with these Japanese words?
Kentoshiki Shogai.
Bro, I think that's the dude who does like the translations for Golden Kamui. Let me stop playing.
It says Blade's innate energy manifests attacking all senses of the opponent, causing them to lose sense of time, space, and selves. Can only be used on a single target at a time. So yeah, again, that kind of speaks to its limitations. It's not just like insane, but I do like the last part. It's not just causing them to lose sense of time and space, but selves. I think that's like the most interesting part of the True Realm extension. It's like the ultimate kind of troll, like to freak out your opponent.
Is this like an Aizen influenced True Realm extension, Jello?
I like this.
Is this
well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Is this like it's like vanilla Kyoka Sugetsu. And I ain't mad at it. I really like this.
I
think that blade is dope.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. Like, it's not like we talked about, it's not really crazy in the Magatsumi or anything really too overpowered, but like really effective. And like it really, like you said, Ty, like I really am getting what you said now in the hands of like not just like a really good swordsman, but like kind of like these, you know, like people talk about, like, for example, Megami in terms of like strategic kind of mindset and tactician type of way of going at things. In the hands of like that sort of combatant, I can see this blade like really thriving, in the sense of like how can somebody like really stack the abilities or like know how to like combine them. And
I put Jello in timeout.
Why?
Just a fuck.
Okay. But yeah, I fuck with this blade.
We don't slander One Piece around here, buddy.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. I'm just playing. My bad, Jello. All right. Jello, I gotta say, you cooked with that one. I like that you stayed within like a theme. This is a very good blade to start off with. Second one,
I agree.
Iori Samura 123. Oh, I wonder who they're a fan of. All right, Kōsen, offense light. Okay, so light. See, when I see that, we are all slandering one. This is about to just be the roast of One Piece stream. Like, I was talking to Daffy, and he said, "You must not be a One Piece reader." And I said, "No, I have a job." You know,
my god!
Damn, that's bad. Nah, One
taking
Piece
shots at the Daffer. No, come on now.
Daffy's the homie though.
Shout out.
All right. Now, every time I see the word light appear, it scares me because, like, once you get into like light speed or, you know, you're creating like anything light based. I'm not a power scaler, but it can get sketchy.
Let's be open minded, right? Because, you know, it is like the theme. It could just be like the theme of it.
Yeah, it could be like a light bulb.
Yeah, I guess the light bulb. Yeah. So, for example, like the spirit manifestation, it says sun.
Okay, well, that's not a good start. This motherfucker about to be OP.
I'm liking this.
That is,
when unsheathed, a mini sun appears behind the wielder, blinding everyone except the wielder for a few seconds, like a grand entrance. Oh, see, so nothing too crazy.
Okay,
nothing
that's
too
fire.
Crazy. I like it.
He's like, he does like a JoJo's pose when the light hits. Where it's like that song, "I'm coming out. I want the world to know."
Nah, none of that shit. None of that.
Light is just such an unbalanced power. Yeah, it really is. Once you get in that light, you know, category, it can definitely be hard to really find a good equal to it. Like if the verse isn't, you know, light speed, which Kagurabachi isn't. But my bad, Dice.
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys are cooking it. That's true. Like, light is always kind of tricky to deal with, but you know, power scalers get that hard on. So, first ability, Hikari no Ya, arrow of light. So a projectile arrow traveling in the speed of light.
There we go.
Metaphor. So it's not literal. It's not.
That's just some dude on the street was like, "Man, that must be as fast as light."
No, I like that. I like that. So it's not meant to be taken literally. Dodgeable only by elites like Samura, which is also so bright it blinds the opponent, ensuring a sure hit. Arrow so powerful it pierces through the body. Multiple arrows at the same time is also possible. Okay, cool. So like OP arrows and like the whole light
OP arrows
bright
is right.
theme.
I'm about to say that
like
blind
that.
man is getting hit by a light speed arrow. I know, but he said metaphor, but
blind or
cool.
no blind, he getting hit.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
gonna
it.
see
I
the
like
light.
It. There's nothing insane.
That blind man gonna see the light.
W balancing, exactly. I agree with you.
That's very well of being mindful of like the stipulations. Like we weren't too big on like if it was stronger than Magasumi because we figured people are still gonna make blades that are stronger. All right, Rage, calm down before you get your mod taken away, buddy. All right, I'm just playing. Samura is that guy.
This just hit me though. I do wonder, like, obviously it's not like it could have written like a whole essay, but considering it is a blade that fires arrows, I am wondering like how would that look like, right? Like not in terms of how it's manifested, but just like how the wielder would like point the blade, or do they have to like do a certain stand or something like or stance? Like it's interesting. Just wondering that, but.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point though. Like maybe they just pointed like a wand, Wingardium Leviosa, and then it fires off.
Yeah. So second ability says Taiyo, again the sun, sort of an extended version of when the blade is unsheathed. A sun is generated wherever the bearer intends to at a particular radius. So there is like I would assume like a limit to the radius. It's just not specified. Or, well, never mind. It just says particular. Never mind. Blinding the opponent, only person who could see in the arena is the wielder. So again, an emphasis on blinding the opponent, and this is like an extension of what we see when the blade is unsheathed.
So this makes me believe that since it's not actually as fast as like it's not the speed of light, right? Mm-hmm. Samura's cooking his swordsman then. Because he's blind anyway. If he's blind, he can't see because to be blind, you have to be able to see. So if he's blind, this blade ain't gonna really work on him, and his senses are like higher.
So we gotta scale like blind Samura and like unblinded Samura to like they scale differently to this blade, is what you're saying?
Maybe
because unblinded Samura gets cooked then.
Maybe, yeah, possibly.
It says dodgeable only by elites like some. Wait, no, this is the first ability. Never mind.
Yeah, but it's still.
But it does seem like it scales under Samura pretty clearly.
Which is like smart within the rules. Hey, I respect that. Oh yeah, and appreciate you, Jello. Dice did drop a Kagurabachi video like 20 minutes ago.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, appreciate it.
I greatly appreciate it if y'all go check that out. Make sure to dislike it, report it. I'm just playing. Nah, but. Show that man some love. Me and Dice both dropped our first video in a little while. And
that's true. You could.
Mine's is a flop, but yours is gonna bang, I hope.
Nah, you just dropped that 2 days ago. Go check that out too, guys.
Go report that for me. Now, all right, third ability, Akio.
Yeah.
Makes the wielder itself shine so bright. Also, like Twilight. So bright makes him 100,000 times faster, almost looking from afar. Like, all right, well, this one they let the intrusive thoughts win. Targeting only an enemy, piercing through them without mercy, while the wielder shines inside the Taiyo as a light god. Oh my god, I kind of made it a little overpowered. Hey, game is game. At least you're aware.
Wait, hold up.
Hold on. I messed up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, give me a break. I'm a JJK fan. All right, Aki, I'm going to restart. Akio is the third ability. Makes the wielder itself shine so bright. Makes him 100,000 times faster. Almost looking from far, looks like a light ray moving through the war. Slaying enemies while also boosting his stamina, healing him as he dances through the battlefield. This is the Burra. All right, and the True Realm extension.
Literally, yeah.
True Realm extension is a large Taiyo appears at the middle of the battlefield. From it, millions of Hakaris targeting only the enemy, piercing through them without mercy, while the wielder shines inside the Taiyo as a light god. Oh my god, I kind of made it a little overpowered.
I love this person, bro. Shout out Yori Samura 123, bro.
Yeah, you're Debur's biggest fan. The flamboyant.
I love this.
Yeah, it's like or Uzui Tengen, like a flamboyant swordsman, just doing JoJo poses and everyone dies.
I love it because they said, "Fuck it, it's just a domain expansion."
Yeah, the whole thing.
I love this. This is why I told you that me personally, I'm really like, I didn't really mind if they went kind of too crazy or like more powerful than the Magatsumi or whatever, because I think shit like this is kind of fun to read, and it does kind of make you think of like, imagine if Kagurabachi just scaled like completely different, like fucking
Dragon Ball Z
planetary levels. Yeah, like that sort of like just playing with that idea is pretty funny and fun in itself. So yeah, like, I like this.
My Enchanted Blade Excalibur. Its power is to off-screen people, and that's it. It trades all abilities just for the ability to just off-screen. So as long as they're not on screen, they're the strongest character.
I like that.
Binding Vow Merchant. All right, you want to look at the next one? Is the homie Prince Blade.
Yeah, this is the homie.
Check his art out. This, that's his Twitter @ right there. So make sure it show some love to everybody that participated. By the way, like I've seen the Yori Samura on Twitter before. I don't think we follow each other, but I did see them. I've seen them on Twitter. Shiba's Blade for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Shiba's in the chat. Shiba
mentioned in chat.
Shiba fighting 16-year-olds that look like Hakari.
Stop. We're not doing this now.
And, so this isn't. You go ahead, bro. Cook.
Nah, this is an offense based. He told us he went pretty straightforward with this one, so it's nothing too crazy. Again, shout out Prince Blades for participating. First ability is Swordfish. I'm sorry, the spirit manifestation is sea creatures, if I didn't say that already.
Dagon.
So, this is Dagon's blade. Okay. Swordfish, first ability, launches swordfishes at enemy, fast attack. So again, pretty straightforward. I like that.
Yeah, it's a speed ability.
Nothing crazy. Yeah. Second ability, electric rays, an animal that allows to shock and stun opponents using electricity. I do like this because it obviously reminds me of Enten, right? Just in terms of like how the water, you also see it alongside with the fish, so I could imagine something similar. Third ability, Kraken, toxic ink generation and tentacles.
Yeah,
so this is almost like a Shikigami type shit, right?
Yeah, this one, that's one good thing about this one. I will say, Prince Blade, he did a good job of just giving the sword these are base abilities. And I can see a good swordsman evolving these things. Obviously, we've only given we only given people one True Realm extension, but the truth, anything is almost possible with the True Realm. So these abilities are very good, baseline abilities, and he delivered them simple, but we can extrapolate exactly what what they would be used for. So I do appreciate good concise answers. I don't mind the long answers either, by the way. I appreciate as much time and effort you put into this thing. I appreciate so. And then I'll talk about the True Realm extension. The deep sea floods the entire field, amps speed, tsunami floods, and battlefield turns to something underwater. The playing field for the blade. So basically, Kisame Hoshigaki from Naruto, you create that big dome of water. I guess it's that is a crazy True Realm, and it's
he's a sword bearer too, so that's cool.
With the Magatsumi being able to, obviously it's the Magatsumi, but the Magatsumi can summon immense black liquid. So it'd be interesting to see how that sword would how much the amount the vast amount of water we create in a certain time. I could imagine it'd be crazy.
Yeah, and also I do imagine you mentioned Kisame, and with us seeing the partial transformations Samura with the wings and shit like that, imagine this wielder can turn into a part fish.
Ooh, right? Chihiro turn into a mermaid.
just to like go crazy with the True Realm extension. So I like this one. I like this one again. Shout out Prince Blades.
And by the way, I would like to say, I know there's a lot of Shiba love in the chat, and hey, look, I respect y'all for liking Shiba, but me and y'all, like me and you, we're not built the same.
Okay, buddy. Okay, sure.
I'm just playing. I'm actually gonna work on a video, and you're gonna see some Shiba glaze from me. Believe it or not.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, I might have to, and I'll that might be my 13
pinnacle.
reasons.
The pinnacle.
Yeah, the True Realm really like is like a nice cap off to this. I mean, other sword bearers would have like ways of dealing with this, or some of them would. Not every blade is suited, but like Mermaid Chihiro would dominate in this. But also like if they're like flooding, how much water is it creating a dome exactly?
Not just that, like all it takes is.
If you drown them, or if you put in just enough water to where it basically hinders them but allows them to take advantage of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and also if you're really like that, because what's stopping really the wielder from summoning like 100, like the previous submitter, 100,000 swordfish, or 100,000 electric rays,
100,000 sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their head.
So I like that. It's simple, but you can see it going crazy really quick.
Yuki,
like Leo said. So,
what?
Yeah.
Yuki? Oh, Yuki. I was like, oh, Yuki Tsukumo. All right, but this is a Jewish sorcery was more important. What's up, Don? How you holding up, bro? Like, I would like to see a straight like elite sorcerer versus another elite sorcerer. I do think that would be like fun to watch. Like Hishaku fighting someone with like an actual sorcery ability.
A zombie before he got crippled or whatever.
Yeah, I'm wondering if what they. That dude's just gonna have sword for arms. They're just gonna throw 2 swords in him. And he'd be like Yakimaru from Dororo. Alright. But this is a good one, Prince Blade, and me and Dice, it's going to probably take us a while to do this, but eventually me and him are going to pick our own 7 favorite swords out of these, and we're going to make a video going head to head and seeing who like drafted the best sword bearer team. So, no promise on when that's going to happen, because, we got to go through all these again and really sit and think about them. But let's keep moving. Next one up.
I'm gonna just choose at random. I'm just.
I'm going with the one with the 100 times that 100 times
the speed of light.
Faster. Yeah.
The bro blade.
New here. Oh, welcome, Don. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, this is a chill spot. We just love talking about bocce. Agenda's welcome. Yeah. Just don't be salt. We just respect everybody. Everyone love everyone.
Yeah. Appreciate you pulling out, Don.
Yeah, man. Good to have you. This is from Bengal.
Yeah, shout out Artist Fury. Check out his channel.
All right, so the purpose and theme. Let's see, Kiba no kyusai. Man, that sounds so white. Fang Salvation. It's an offense.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, recon ability. Okay, that's the theme with offense. Spirit manifestations K9s. Loves bad bitches. That's the sword's problem.
Oh my God.
Female dog. First ability, Wolf. A powerful offensive ability where spirit energy coats Kiba no kyusai in a serrated shape, turning the edge of the blade into a dangerous set of fangs that will tear through its target with little difficulty. So this is like Yuka, or Hikari from JJK and his sandpaper curse energy.
It's interesting that you bring that up, because I was thinking, how we see in JJK, like you see them imbue cursed tools with the cursed energy, and I do like you said, like the properties it's the fangs in this case. So that's like that interpretation, just visually, it must look pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I could definitely see that looking fire.
Yeah.
Especially like it's malleable. He can almost like change the shape of the actual fangs themselves to fit, almost like have a scythe looking like fang. You know what I mean? I could definitely see him cooking with that.
Double-bladed scythe. That's yeah, this is tough. And again, simple, but pretty darn cool, man.
Well in execution. Second ability.
It looks like a tanky attack as well. Like it looks like you would imagine it like packs a punch.
Oh yeah. Facts.
Sorry, go ahead.
Dog. Second ability. A recon ability similar to Owl. It attunes to a target spirit. It attunes to a target spirit energy and follows a trail of residuals left behind by the target, unrelenting in its search to find the target's current location. Upon being revealed, the target's locked onto for as long as the dog is active. Okay, so this is like Owl, but it's
Divine
targeted.
Dogs.
Yeah, it's like Divine Dog Owl.
I really like this one as well. Not gonna lie,
because it's not overpowered like Owl is. You know, it's direct. You know, it's like targeted. It's a targeted owl, so you have to you have to be looking for someone specifically. You can't. So I do like that. That's a good ability. Like I said, simple in concept, really well in execution, really well done.
And it locks. I like the fact that it locks on.
Yeah, as long as he keeps it active.
Yeah, Beatrice says Kiba blade. I like that. That's true.
Ooh, that might be.
That's true.
Oof, that might be a slander. Kiba. I'm just playing.
No. That's not how I took it, at least.
Shout out to Kiba's mom, though. I'm just playing.
Hey, yo.
Third ability.
This
Fox.
is cool. I like this.
Physical
Fox.
amp to reaction time and short movements. Grants minor precog. I'm okay with that. Precog cannot predict true realm evolutions in a EB versus EB battle. Okay,
Like
so
this.
it just allows him to have up to a certain amount, but something like Kuro Shred is basically this doesn't help against that.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically like kind of like Nishiki, right?
Yeah,
Nishiki really just
it's an amp.
I don't think Nishiki has precog, but yeah, exactly, it's an amp. It's
I wouldn't be
amp.
surprised though if Nishiki is if it's kind of like how Choso did against Naoya, where he did the what's the blood manipulation ability where he that he grows those things on his eyes and it like amps him, but Choso chooses to only amp his eyesight to keep an eye on Naoya.
I forgot. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I forgot what that's called. Yeah,
I could see Chihiro doing something like that with Nishiki, a further true realm extension of him focusing Nishiki just in his eyes. And I mean, maybe that's even happened. I mean, he was kind of catching on to Samura's teleports, right when the energy would right when the flowing red scale. Thank you, Leo.
Oh yeah.
Right when the feather would kind of make a spirit signature. Chihiro knew that's how he knew Samura was about to teleport, so it's like a better version.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, let's see the true realm now. All right, Wolf Voracious. Wolf's fangs can now cover other objects such as a secondary sword or Kiba no Kyosei sheath. Okay, this second set of fangs can combine with the set covering Kiba no Kyosei's edge to create a dangerous chomps to rip through enemies even faster. Alternatively, the voracious fangs can cover the dull side of Kiba no Kyosei, leading to the blade being fully covered in fangs. This is what you were talking about, a double scythe. So that's the true realm of it, which I like. It was a base ability, and then it got further along with the wanting to use it as a double-sided blade. So shout out, that's dope. But now there's one last thing here. Wolf plus voracious can be used in tandem with Fox, but the spirit energy drain is intensive. Think Hirohiko burning through his energy using destructive play in chapter 77. Okay, I think he cooked with that blade. That is a good, just solid blade right there.
Shout out Bingo, man.
That's if Kenpachi Zaraki was in Kagurabachi, his type of character, that demon, he has some shit like that. Just a demon,
Yeah, I really like this one.
Yeah, he ain't gonna let you get away. His dog, he gonna keep that dog open the entire time until it finds you. Yeah, good job, Bengal. You cooked, brother.
Yeah, this is a really good one.
Look at Dice's chair is moist. The fuck going on over there, Dice? Damn.
I like how
much pants
much
up when we streaming, bro.
Chill,
I'm
chill, chill.
just playing.
No, I like how he went about the True Realm extension as well. Like he used the previously established abilities and kind of fleshed them out in a way that like you could understand and like really see it.
Yeah,
So
it
yeah, man, all
doesn't.
the blades so far.
It doesn't like change the blade itself. It just like, changes like the usage of the ability. Like it just furthers along. Like it's a simple ability that covers the front of the blade and fangs, but then now he can do it on other objects. Which
A
is,
secondary sword, so like the Wakazachi,
yeah.
that's
He probably like if he
cool.
puts his spirit energy, like marks his spirit energy with like like on the ground and maybe grows fangs to like trap someone's foot.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like this one. There's like a lot of ways you could use this one as well, just to go absolutely crazy. And
Yeah.
this is one of the ones like you could actually see like within the current verse of Kagurabachi.
Yeah, I could almost see that sword bearer having the dog manifestation out the entire time, like kind of like as his
That's
real
fire.
dog. You know what I mean?
That's fire.
Yeah. All right. So this is Red Reg, Twitter. He's a YouTuber. Go check him out. I actually met him yesterday because he's on the Kabanabi headquarters. Good dude. Definitely go support his channel. Check his Twitter out. It's all right there. Oh yeah, I know this. I looked at this one already. He really went deep in his bag for this one.
Yeah.
And look, y'all let us know in the chat which if there's a certain blade that y'all like. Don't afraid, be respectful obviously, but don't hesitate to give your own interpretation of the blade or how you think of it. Oh my goodness. You want me to read this one?
You want me to get into I can get into it.
Right,
I
do
can
your
start.
thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read the note as well. So he says, I don't know how much you wanted for this, but I got pretty inspired, so get ready for a lot of yapping, I think. I also wanted to give a lore reason for it to exist in the KGB verse, and I wanted to change up some concepts, especially the True Realm, but it fits the theme of the blade. I'll explain the situation in that section. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just had a lot of fun making an AB and trying to make it unique compared to the real ones, not wanting it to be one of the two blades missing or missing blades, and make it have its own identity outside the 7 real blades. This like took a day of off and on writing, mainly just thinking of cool shit that fits with the theme. I like this and I appreciate the time he put into this.
Yeah.
So name Mashō. He gives us like the whole kanji breakdown. Appreciate that. Means devil, or Ma means devil, Sho means making a deal. Ooh, so this is like reminds me of Yura, at least, like when Samura made the deal with Yura. Let me not. So yeah, the devil's deal, or making a deal with the devil.
What's good, Khalil?
Yeah, what's up, Khalil? I don't know Japanese, just use translators and searching for the kanji. Appreciate the transparency. So don't bother correcting me in the grammar or how it's supposed to be. LMAO, appreciate that.
This is a chat GPT blade.
Stop.
Let me stop. Now I'm playing. I do like the fact.
He said that, right?
Yeah, I do appreciate the the care they put into this and having fun. We were hoping everyone has fun with this. I mean, it's definitely this. It's crazy to think that I've been wanting to do this, by the way. Ever since
for a minute now.
Yeah, like for almost a year. So like getting to do it and seeing the outpour from the community, gotta love it. I'll read the next bit, bro, since you read all that.
All right, go ahead. Cool, go ahead.
All right, purpose made for offense. All right,
Yeah.
Theme is corruption of humanity, foil to the enchanted blades. Okay, cursed/curses, the paranormal. All right, so he has themes, plural. Addiction and loss of anatomy, and the cost of wanting power and strength. Okay, so this is like a cursed blade. Like if Kunishige had a twin named like Bunashige, and he tried to make an enchanted blade.
He made this one.
Yeah, Bunashige made this one. Special traits.
Bunashige.
Yeah.
Is it like slander, like a shot, like bum?
No,
like
it's like the anti-Kunishige.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, I like that though. I do like this concept. Special traits. I don't know. Think it's important for the concept of this blade. Maybe edgy, but whatever. The blade is broken/segmented into 6 pieces. It is only held together by the spirit energy of the wielder. I really think that's cool.
This is cold.
Can extend reach with good enough control. It absorbs the spirit energy/life of the user the more times it's used, eventually resulting in the user getting drained of energy. that blade will suck the soul out you.
Yeah, literally.
Lore. The chat's going crazy. Lore, just to prove the point of the themes. I don't know. I like doing this. Hey, we like reading. Mashō has an unknown origin. Some say it was Kunishige Rakuhira's first attempt at an enchanted blade, which failed. Others say it's someone else trying to imitate Bunashige. Others say it's someone else trying to imitate Kunishige by trying to forge an enchanted blade after or during the Seitei War. I'm telling you, bro, this Bunashige's blade, and it's cooking, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Kagurabachi might be our vibe. No, I really like this blade, and I think
it sounds like you're taking shots. Yeah,
I know, but I actually do really like this blade. It reminds me of Renji's sword from Bleach a bit. Zabimaru, how he can kind of like it's in pieces or segments, and he can control it like that. Inspiration, sort of the creator. Don't FE3H. Is that a band?
Let me look that up. That's probably that's probably a game. Hold up. That's probably like some. Let me look it up. If Chad doesn't know, let me look it up. It's probably some game. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yeah, it's a video game.
Damn,
cool.
Me and Dice are really old heads. We're like, what is this rap music?
No, I've heard of Fire Emblem, but I haven't played any of the games.
Tearfang, cursed Norse mythology sword. Wanted to add this just to give it more context. Look up Byleth up special and Smash. Or just the SOTC in action for the concept of a segment blade. I know some of these words. That's all I'm gonna say.
I couldn't. Shadow of the Colossus, if it's what I think it is. Yeah. So this is another game.
Yeah, I'm a DM.
Also haven't played it, but I know the game it is. So right. Cool. I like how much inspiration went into it.
Yeah, no, dead ass.
And we haven't even gotten into the spirit energy manifestation.
It sounds like I'm throwing shots at this, but I actually really like it. Like it's like that's me showing love. Really because I roast Dice a lot, and I love Dice.
No, we get it.
Before I forget. Wait till we see his sword, bro. When his sword's coming up, I know that
his sword is peak.
His sword is crazy.
Before I forget, I do want to say that that I think it's really cool that, like you said, it's segmented into pieces. It makes me think, obviously, aside from like the contracts, like it makes me think that like I can imagine the fact that you can, like, for example, not even something like what Yura did with Magatsumi could happen with this blade, because you need to be able to like put it together. And I really like that. It's like a lock on the blade aside from the contracts.
Yeah, I could see the sword bearer almost like being fed up, not being able to control the sword, but then like in a time of need, it kind of clicks. You know what I mean? And then he starts to like further his usage of it. So I do think that's pretty cool. And I know Fire Emblem, but I'm not familiar enough with it to know like that's what that acronym meant.
Me neither. I had to look it up.
And I mean, I've played Smash before, but I'm not huge on it. I do know that character you're talking about now. That's playable in there. And Jello, bro, eat my ass from the front, dude. What's up, Mundu? Or Miles. I'm gonna call you Miles. What's good?
Hey, finally caught the stream. Yeah, awesome. Appreciate you here, Miles.
We're looking. This current blade is if Renji got bitches, you know, Renji from Bleach, because Renji's a dud. He's whack.
So the spirit energy manifestation is monsters, supernatural beings, particularly those that are corrupted versions of humans. Interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like it's a very dark ass blade. Like I could imagine the wielder of this also being wet all the time, like Soga looks.
I'm sorry, you said what now?
I can imagine.
I'm messing with you. Never mind.
Soga does look wet though. Rukia is a baddie. That's fair, guys. All right. First ability.
Yeah. Vampire.
Pointing the blade or striking the target causes fangs to clamp down at the target and drain their vitality to heal physical wounds. Size can be changed. Smaller fangs don't hurt as much and drain less, but it makes it harder to notice the target. Bigger fangs hurt and drain more. Could be used to restrain target, but still not too strong to hold. so it can be broken out of relatively easy.
Ooh, you know what I like about this one compared to like the previous one that also had like fangs in the blade is that this reminds me more of like a Susano type of manifestation.
I was like, what's
So like they kind
Susanoo?
of yeah, Susano. Um so yeah, so like you see the kind of like fangs manifest, and especially when he says used to restrain the target, but not too strong so it could be broken, kind of at least that's how I interpret it in my head. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I do like it. The drain the vitality thing is kind of crazy because that's just OP. That's just gonna make he's gonna start using black spirit manifestations or some shit. But he does say it's more to like just heal him, so maybe it can't be used like
Yeah.
offensively.
Yeah. Yeah, no, nothing too crazy, kind of within a scope, nothing too insane, but I like it really straightforward, and like I said, I can visualize it in a really interesting way.
Gotcha. You want to go to the next one?
Yeah, zombie. So kind of staying with the theme of like the corrupted versions of humans. I like this.
Scooby-Doo
Zombie
villains.
yes, Scooby-Doo villains. Allows the user to use the okay, I'll start. Allows the user to use the original sorcery of a previous user of Mashō. A zombie-like, undead, translucent-looking version of a previous user appears to use their sorcery. The sorcery is randomly chosen. Lore reason is that Mashō itself chooses. So this was a bit more.
Yeah, this is
I have to kind of read it a second time
yeah,
to
this
really.
is conceptually, this is kind of like almost like verse breaking. One, it dictates that it has to have multiple users beforehand to even use this ability. So the very first enchanted blade wielder of this blade, it can't use this ability. But it's kind of like maybe like Deku using all was it all for one or one for all? I mean, but I mean that power is cool. It's just one of those ones where like if you most likely if you're a sword bearer, you're gonna cook your enemy. There's not too many different generations of sword bearers. I mean, like Kumiyuris and Cloud Gouger have second generations.
Yeah, I mean, you got me thinking now. This isn't like Red didn't put this, but like if I were to like interpret it, I do wonder, because this makes me think like the first wielder, I would think that like it could work something like with like a shadow self idea. So like it could be like a undead version of the first wielder himself, and then from second generation forward, it would kind of work like it's stated here. But again, that's just kind of my own headcanon. Yeah. This is so good, it got me making headcanon and shit.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous place to be in Dice's head. Yo, Miles, if we do this again, where do you like sending custom blade ideas? I made a like a Google form and just put it on Reddit and all that. But I guess the best way would be just to follow me and Dice on Twitter. That way, if you see, if we do anything like that, I'll definitely like tweet it out and stuff like that. We will be talking about getting a Discord soon, though. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and stay tuned to like the posts here on YouTube as well. Like, you'll catch it.
Yeah, true. Always on the community tab.
Yeah. So I like this. I like this second ability.
The third ability, Doppelganger. By the way, the kanji means other self, but that's because there's no word for doppelganger in Japanese. I think, well, at least in terms of the Germanic monster.
Oh, so this isn't just like a clone.
Yeah, so let's see. A large amount of spirit energy is used to make a shadow-like double of the wielder. It mirrors the user's actions. However, the longer the wielder uses/owns the Mashō, the more the doppelganger seems to start to act on its own and even use the original sorcery of the current wielder. Lore reason is because the Mashō is almost fully absorbed the spirit energy of the wielder itself. So it's like almost summoning a previous version of the bear. It can use its sorcery eventually. That is crazy. Yeah,
I mean, this is kind of, it's funny because this is kind of similar to what I just interpreted as the, I like this. It tells me I was kind of like, on some sort of similar line of thinking. I really like this, man.
Yeah, no,
And
it's
it
cool.
is kind of like scary as well, like doppelgangers.
It's one of
It's kind
them
of, I've always thought it's
ones.
a scary concept.
It just depends on who's using the sword at the time. If there's previous generations of the sword, then or users of the sword, then the second ability is usable. The third ability, if the original sorcery of the current bearer is fire, like even if they have like Madoka, the Daruma sorcerer from Kagurabachi, his sorcery is still pretty destructive.
In tandem with an EB.
Yeah, exactly. And you can pair that with the zombie ability if it had a previous user. So you can use the previous sorcery of you use a sorcery of a previous user yourself. Then you have a doppelganger that's using your original sorcery. Like imagine Hishaku's sorcery being used by like the second ability, and in the third ability you got a doppelganger running around dropping bombs.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty, like, the more I think about it, like,
it's OP.
It's completely broken. Yeah, but from like, for example, comparing it to something like the previous, like the Dabura sword we were talking about, I do like how this manages to be like crazy in like its own way, and like he even provided like the lore reason for it, so it makes a lot of sense. And there is like a consistent theme here, and which again, the corrupted version of humans. I really like this.
Yeah, my bad for cutting you off there.
You're good.
It's also circumstantial, right? Because if, like I said, if the very first bearer and he got like ass sorcery, like he can tie shoes with a sorcery or some shit.
Yo, what kind of sorcery is that?
Yeah, but the good thing about the doppelganger is it still has a sword, so you still have a help. You still have extra hands that you can summon in battle. So it's still a viable use, but this is a circumstantial blade, depending on how strong it is. But I'll let it.
Yeah.
Oh, you still got. Did you read the True Realm yet?
No. You want me to read it now?
Yeah, you go. Good.
All right. So it says off the bat, like, not a typical one due to the nature of Mashō. Unlike others, the true realm of Mashō makes the user adapt to the blade's will. Ooh, so he's turning it around. Mashō seems like it's been cursed, as it seemingly calls to the wielder like a siren's song. The longer someone is contracted to the blade, the more and more they want to use it. Almost like an addict, the user starts to become more anxious and full of dread if separated from the blade for an extended period of time. Eventually, after too much usage, Mashō fully absorbs its wielder's spirit life energy, killing them, adding another sorcery to zombie, fitting with the name of the blade, like how the devil takes the souls of whoever he makes a deal with. Mashō is the devil taking the soul of the wielder. I don't know where to add this, but I did want to give it another special property to emphasize its cursed properties. It always seems to come back to its current wielder when separated. Even under supervision, it magically goes back to its current wielder, like some paranormal ghost shit, I like that. Example, even cameras can't capture the Mashō's teleporting as the footage gets corrupted, and even if you were viewing it directly, it seems to disappear in the blink of an eye, again making it seem more cursed, paranormal. I like this. It's like reality kind of like shattering in terms of like when you look, you know how they say like the universe works when like you have to look away or whatever. It kind of makes me think of that. This is insane. And just real quick before I let you go, Ty, I do like how he initially frames this blade here in the first paragraph on the True Realm extension, because it really reminds me of a lot of my early theories with Magatsumi, which it's starting to look less and less likely now that we know more about it. It still could be, but this was like how I originally interpreted Magatsumi, as it like being entirely different from the other blades and actually being the one that changed Soga rather than Soga having the one that bent the blade to his will. So again, Red absolutely cooked with this blade.
Yeah, and like I said, it is circumstantial sort of thing, but in theory, and like the whole concept of this blade is insane. He put a lot of effort and work into it, and it shows. Like it all sticks to like the theme. I can just imagine like the actual, because these sword bearers, or like the original sword bearers, were like handpicked by Kunishige, you know, those Rakuhira eyes. Like, you know, he knew who these blades were made for, and he was really good at picking out Magatsumi's blade wielder, by the way. But I could see like Bunashige having just as good of an eye and really picking like, you know, the worst kind of person to be the best wielder of this blade. This is insane. Really, really cool.
Yeah.
I like that it does like take, the blade does take from the bearer, you know. It's like it is the cursed blade that we, like you said, we thought Magatsumi was. It's like the Fent blade. It's a Fent blade. Just
it's crazy. Well, I mean, yeah, I do like, because what you just said, like the taking, it's kind of like a trade-off. You know, you get to use the blade, but at what cost, right? Dude, he puts so much into the blade that, like, you know, you could almost like do like a whole like breakdown analysis and like, you know, into like the themes and how it's like reflected in the abilities and the lore. It's like he went off, man. I appreciate Red for taking the time to go crazy with this.
And someone subbed Asahi, appreciate you. Welcome to the hideout. Bunashige Kokuhira, facts, Beatrice. That's exactly it, and nothing but that. We even actually got like our little subscriber thing up, our alert for it. Look at us, y'all be cooking. We actually look like we know what we're doing, kinda.
Kinda.
Alright. Next up, we're gonna have to start kind of picking up the speed to go through these a bit.
Yeah.
Haywood Griffin. So I think what we're gonna do is let's go through the whole blade and then we'll talk about it.
I like that. Okay.
And one of us will just read the whole thing. That way it doesn't stop us from like flowing through it. Gotcha. I'll take this one. Haywood Griffin, Harmonious Fury. Theme is buffing the wielder's combat abilities or debuffing their opponents. Okay. Spirit manifestation is a chorus, band, or other musical ensemble of spectral ghostly figures. Oh, so it's like Dandadan with all them ghosts in that one arc. Like Beethoven. First ability, Harmonize. Intense yet calming music boosts the user and or target's flow of spirit energy. Grants increased physical/mental fortitude and combat efficiency with spirit energy, making both offensive and defensive fighting techniques flow more seamlessly while active. Okay, so it's just like a baseline boost. Second ability, Dissonance. Ominous and unnerving, music begins to disrupt an opponent's thoughts and movements, potentially even interrupting the use of other sorcery-based abilities and or disrupting the flow of other spirit energy. Okay. Third ability, Crescendo. A boost used during the activation of either the first two abilities, Harmonize or Dissonance, intensifying the effects of either ability while shortening the duration. Useful as a finishing move or a disruption tactic against tougher opponents. To be honest, Crescendo sounds like a True Realm extension, but Melodic Transcendence is the actual True Realm extension. Allows the simultaneous activation of the Harmonize and Dissonance abilities, as well as the use of multiple Crescendo boosted strikes without loss of the duration of the other abilities. Okay, so it's a straightforward, like, you know, you're just relying on the sword bearer to be that guy in fighting, and they're just going to boost themselves and hinder their opponents, and you know, they're just gonna win out with their technique.
Yeah, I like how the True Realm is kind of like, it's kind of linked to the Crescendo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it says allows the simultaneous activation. So yeah, I do like how they went about this blade, honestly.
Yeah, it's really just two abilities, but it's the two abilities in tandem that are gonna basically be like a continued thing and throughout the whole fight. You know, it's like just a constant usage of them, and like you can just boost that with like Melodic Transcendence and Crescendo.
Yeah, I like that as well. The whole concept of like the band and the choir, like just that whole thing. I can't imagine that, like you said, kind of like a Dandadan vibe in that one stretch of chapters.
Mozart
this is
pops
really
out
cool,
the
man.
blade.
Yeah, this is really cool. The dissonance one, I do like how they kind of stick with the theme here. Yeah, man, this I really like this one because it's nothing crazy, it's nothing too powerful, but it has like a very like a very unique and like specific theme, right? Like it has a specific vision. It knows what it wants to be, right? And like you said, pretty simple, you know,
Kind
buff
of
and
like
debuff.
Jellos. You know, it's like they have a bag and they stick to their bag. You know.
That's a good comparison. Kind of like what like Jellos. Yeah, like they have a very strict purpose. You know, they set it up top, buffing the wielder's combat abilities or debuffing their opponent, and like that's really reflected properly in the abilities. And like again, you could imagine that like these abilities at their full potential, or like pushed to their absolute like, you know, just
A further
just
true
taking all
realm.
this,
Yeah.
yeah, like all the sliders all the way up, you know, it could go really crazy. You know, it's not to be underestimated. I
Yeah.
like this blade.
Summons Kodak Black actually. Now that's a spirit manifestation right there.
Yeah, talk about that. Yeah.
All right, you want to go to the next one?
Yeah.
Yami Shinrai. Shout out to Yami.
Yeah, shout out to Yami. So it says Fojitensei. Its theme is forging. I like this. Its purpose is 1v1 fights during the war while everyone else focused on mass killing the weaker ones. Fojitenseis would focus on 1v1ing the stronger ones. For this reason, it's quite weak in AoE, but great at 1v1ing. Spirit energy manifestation, the forge, bellows, furnace. Okay, I like this. For stability, it says Tenka, so ignition. Covers the blade in flames, which can be released at will. So basically, flame Kuro. I like that. Where it's unique is that it's capable of releasing flames from any movement. So you could just slash 360 like an Odachi or a Zweihander to turn the room into hell. However, it's flames and not actual slash like butterfly or Kuro. It's not as lethal. It's still lethal, just not as lethal. Okay, gotcha. Tatara, the bellow. Simply upon activation, a strong burst wind is released by the tip of the blade. The wind is not strong enough to blow a hole through stuff, but it is strong enough to stagger opponents. Cool. Some uses could be using it to blow a blade off course and then slash, clearing the threat without needing to do anything, or use it and thrust since the opponent is staggered. It's unlikely they dodge, plus it can be combined with the other two. Third ability, quenching. Kyurei. Similar to Ko, creates water. This water appears normal but can be frozen at any time the user wills it. The water stays there as long as the user wills it or keeps focus on it, so no leaving some Kyurei on the other side of the country to ambush. Okay, I like how they say that, like they specify that. It can be programmed to freeze upon touch, making it great for traps. Say we're fighting and you step on a Kyurei, it freezes you. You're now easy picklings. I like that. Its true realm is being able to use the abilities from both the blade and the sheath. For context, the OC that uses it as a style I made, the Benu, in which you can also dual wield, in which you could also fight dual wielding katana and sheath in forward grip. Thanks for reading this, and I hope you like it. Yeah, I do. I appreciate the thought put into it. It is really unique. With the dual wielding, with the sheath, I like that as the true extension. It's like I said, it's unique, it's different. The abilities are also pretty unique. The first one is pretty straightforward, covers in flames, but you can basically apply it to any sort of movement. The second one, I like how it's pretty much just a stagger, but manifested through wind. And then I think Kyurei is the one that like you could really get creative with the water. So like you said, or like I said previously, sorry, I think this sort of blade in the hands of somebody that doesn't necessarily just have to be like the fastest or more skilled swordsman, somebody who can kind of scrap and can think ahead and can be strategic or tactical, could use like this blade really well. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good perception of this blade. It's not, it's got a little bit of everything: wind, water, and fire. So I like that the elements kind of came into play. I feel like when it comes down to elements, like using elements, it's either a series kind of like just relies on just the elements as abilities, or like something like JJK where they don't make enough use of like elemental abilities. So I always like kind of seeing those.
Yeah, the Forge as a spirit manifestation was also pretty unique.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I like this blade. It's a cool one.
Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate Yami for.
Yeah. Shout out to Yami. Appreciate you, Miles, for that. And y'all don't forget to hit the subscribe button if y'all are here as well. But we can move to the next one.
Yeah, thanks, Mal. Appreciate that.
The Gopala. I'm probably like just butchering like pronunciations, by the way.
Cow herder.
Yeah, cow herder. Bull, cow, and calf. The bull, first ability is the bull. It's an enhancement. Represents the raw beef. Represents the raw grounded power of the pillar of the herd. This acts as a massive enhancements boost and style to the user's strength, speed, and intelligence. More importantly, it grants immovable presence. The user cannot be physically shifted or knocked down against their will. Oh, so this directly goes against the previous Blade's Wind Gust.
Ooh.
2. The cow, nurturance. The ultimate sustain ability. It provides high-speed cellular regeneration and total immunity to poisons and mental soul-based attacks. It passively generates an aura of abundance that sustains the user's stamina indefinitely without needing food or rest. That's a pretty crazy ability. Third ability is the calf, temporal multiplication. This is the cloning ability. Never thought I'd see a cow blade, son. This bitch
it's actually going hard.
Yeah, this bitch is moving me. You got what I did there? That's a dad joke for you.
No.
This is the cloning ability. The user can manifest physical duplicates of themselves, calves, or maybe they just have like big ass calves, like sick calf muscles. These clones share a hive mind and can act as temporal echoes, repeating a strike the user just made or intercepting attacks for the herd. Okay, it's like a scapegoats, but with aura. And they can attack. True Realm. The user plunges the blade. Oh, I like this. The user plunges the blade into the ground, transforming the battlefield into a sacred golden hour grove. The user takes on the aspect of the divine herder, Krishna, and the fight is shifted into a non-violent domain. Yeah, discount Shadow Clone Jutsu. Let him forge. Let him forge. Yo, I'm about to say the True Realm. The user plunges the sword into the ground and it turns into like just a steakhouse. Let me see. All right, the mechanics, the law of karma.
Just cooks them up.
Any violence attempted by the opponent is instantly converted into spirit weight. If you swing at the user, you don't hit them. Instead, your own body becomes 10 times heavier. The more aggressive the opponent, the faster they are crushed into the earth by their own intent. Divine herding the calf. Alright, so this is multiple True Realms, okay. The calf clones surround the opponent, dancing and moving in patterns that redirect all kinetic energy away from the user. It effectively herds the opponent into a state of total immobilization. And then another one, the victory. The fight ends when the opponent is completely healed via the cow, but rendered incapable of movement, subdued by a piece so heavy they can't even lift a finger. This is like a lot of True Realm stuff here. Cool in theory, but crazy. One thing I like to say is what Knuckle from Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, excuse me. The first ability kind of remind me of that almost a tad bit. But I mean, if you throw me in this True Realm ability, I'm just walking away then. I'm like, I bet. We ain't got to fight. What do you think about it, Dice?
No, I think this is similar to one of the previous blades. I forgot which one exactly it was. That it's like you can see the True Realm extending each ability. Or at least that's like the way I see it, with the way it's broken down into the Law of Karma, the Divine Herding, and the Victory. So I do like that. And yeah, I like somebody said in chat, I never thought I would see a Leo, like Leo said in chat, I never thought I would see a cow blade, and much less did I think that it would did I ever think that it would actually go hard. Because the bull in itself is like already pretty cool. and as a spirit manifestation, it's pretty unique. Not like really the first thing that comes to mind. And then the cow and the calf, like the calf, like the abilities themselves are already like pretty good, man. And it's nothing really too insane in terms of these abilities, but I do like how it all comes together. So yeah, when you talk about the true realm, that's really like when the blade starts getting a little crazy. But I like this. I think this is a solid blade, and I think among the more unique ones so far. Like I could come up with 100 blades, and this would not be something even remotely close to anything I could come up with.
Got 100 blades, but a cow ain't one. That's how you
I like how they break down the abilities as well, like nurturance, temporal multiplication.
Yeah.
As well as
they thought a lot about like the theme of like the cow, the bull, the cow, and the calf. Like they thought a lot about like the interchangeable parts within that like dynamic kind of.
Yeah, again, sticking with the theme. I think so far, most if not everybody's been able to like loyally stick to the theme and really express it properly through the abilities. I'm pretty impressed so far, man. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That was probably not one of my like favorite ones, and I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm kind of edgy. I'm edgy, you know. Like I want to shoot. I want to see sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their head, and
I mean, it's the second time you mentioned them, so like,
it's like
I'm assuming that's the blade you came up with.
You don't even want to know.
No, but I feel that, like I said,
called the Dancing Queen. I'm just playing.
Dancing Queen.
Queen. Oh yeah, yes, Queen. Let me. I want to chat real quick. Do y'all want us to just keep reading them, or do y'all want us to just like talk about them and leave the descriptions on screen? Like I want to show appreciation to like what these as much people have put into much time and effort they put into these, but I also want to make sure that y'all are like enjoying us reading these entire descriptions, you know. So let us know if you prefer us to just like leave the descriptions, like the pages on screen, and just talk about them, and y'all can read for yourselves, or if y'all want us to continue reading them.
Yeah, any suggestions, go off in the chat.
Yeah, this is our first time, so we want to get through them a little bit quicker, and that'll help us get through them quicker. You know, so keep reading.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say we have to read them anyways, so it's if not, we would like, you know, we're just gonna be here like reading silently or whatever.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, I appreciate chat letting us know. So yeah, Don, Leo, Lucas, appreciate it.
Don, Leo, Lucas, the goat.
It sounds like a cheer.
I know, it just sounds like the most badass like big three of a next shonen series.
All right, so I got this one, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's try to run through these. All right, so appreciate Hitchcock.
It's Walt Hitchcock, bro.
Dude, I haven't been able to read properly. I don't know if you've noticed. It's pretty obvious. I've just been stammering through these.
But
words.
You got a good excuse though. English, you know, English ain't your first language.
Yeah, I guess. Walt Hitchcock. Appreciate the submission. Offensive purpose of the blade. So let's get right into it. Zangetsu is a spirit manifestation, a dragon. Sojo would like to have a word with you, my friend. No, I'm just kidding. Manifestations or manifests in the form of 3 dragons, blue, black, and red. So this is one-upping Sojo's 2 dragons, and this is kind of going with some kind of like Chihiro, you know, with the fish. So I like this.
I mean, this is just ability, this like the 3-headed blue eyes white dragon. That's what he's summoning. Blue, black, and red. Though.
Yeah, blue, black, and red dragons. Yeah. So first ability is Mizu. He says water. Creates a water-based projectile that changes shape, form, and power based on spirit energy output. User is also cloaked in water to increase the user's speed. So it's kind of like a Nishiki with a projectile attached to it based on the spirit energy output. Excuse me. Second ability would be Yami, so darkness. User is cloaked in shadows and darkness, increasing both speed and power, and can camouflage in any shadow. Like Mizu, attacks change in form and power based on the user's spirit energy.
Yo,
So similar. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I just say one thing? This person's got to be a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, because I'm pretty sure Mizu and Yami are like cards in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
It just, or maybe I'm reading. I mean, I think those are kanji for what they actually mean, but this feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh blade. Enten
Gotcha. Yeah, so what I like is that the first and second ability are kind of similar, but they have different interpretations, and like the nature of the ability is entirely different. So that in itself is like it kind of differentiates them enough for like the applications.
He used like he manipulated the spirit manifestation to allow for something like this. Like there's because the dragons are blue, black, and red. So the red is fire, the blue is water, the black is darkness. So he was smart enough to give him to like thoroughly like write this out. My bad.
Yeah, like you said, third ability, fire, cloaks the user in flame that doesn't harm them but harms others who comes in contact with. The user speed is increased more than Mizu and Yami, so it's like kind of stepping it up a notch in terms of the speed. Says close to fire. Okay, and it's cloaked in fire. Yeah, I do like this, pretty Enten inspired. And I do like how the abilities is not just reflected in the colors, but like darkness, water, fire. I like this. And true realm extension is May, destiny. The dragons, either 2 or all 3, merge into one to fuse abilities. Now that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd
that's
be weird to see how that works.
Just like a OP Shikigami. I like this one. I like this blade.
Yeah, it's very simple in concept, but it's it's like a standard, like it has standard issue, like almost base abilities, but they're like what you see is what you get from a blade like that. You know what I mean? Like not in a bad way, but it's kind of straightforward.
No, and again, it's like the type of blade that you can see it like really going crazy based on like in the hands of a wielder. So yeah, pretty straightforward, but I do like the abilities. Anytime you're kind of cloaking to amp, and again the properties of water, fire, and darkness, they could use the blade to hide in shadows. It's like you said, what you see is what you get, but this is not a blade to be slept on. Excuse me.
Yeah, don't step on it either, though.
Yeah, not among the most powerful, I think, that we've seen yet. Probably on the weaker side, but again, in the hands of somebody like Soga or like a crazy wielder, you can see how this could get scary really quick.
Yeah, it's a utility blade, cool too, because it has like an ability for like any scenario, basically.
Yeah, this is the blade. Earlier I've said like in the hands of like people that can be more strategic, but this is the sort of blade that in the hands of like a real, but like
anybody
more
can
so
use this one.
Yeah, definitely. But at least what I'm trying to say is like in the hands of, and again, any blade in the hands of a killer like Soga or Samura would be insane. But this is one of those blades, like you might sleep on it just looking at it like, nothing crazy. But in the hands of somebody like that, like that's what you could really see, like a whole nother side to this blade.
Shit.
And it's all there. It's within the context of the abilities.
If I see a 3-headed dragon pop out of a sword, I'm dropping a deuce right then and there. I'm shaking a deuce out of my pocket.
I mean, dude, even the third ability in itself just kind of covered in fire. And again, like the darkness as well. Like the probably least interesting one is the water one. And like, even then, like it does, like you said, have some interesting like utilities or applications.
Yeah, let me look at chat real quick. Horizon Ride, this is like 10 shadows technique, except high. Mizu is smaller. It's similar to Max Elephant. Yami is the general shadow ability, Maze totality. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I hadn't caught like the elephant. That's true. That is true.
We're about to be on number 10. Yeah, we were talking about doing 36 today.
Yeah, we can try to speed it up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to speed this up. Like Jello said, easy to learn, hard to master type blade. Assassination blade.
That's very accurate. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
I
way
agree
to
with that.
call
I
it.
second that, Jello.
All right, Hikaru Shinra. Or is that what we just did? No. Okay. That's their name. Enchanted blade name. Mizuhada. Its purpose is assassination. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Leo. My bad. It's a reptile spirit manifestation. That's cool. First ability. Snake. Coats the blade in poison, which is sent through slashing or thrusting, or just kept on the blade. I mean, it's still poison. This is big facts. Second ability, Lizard. A teleportation ability. In addition to this, the user may choose to leave behind a clone when teleporting. This clone, however, is dumb and as such can't move. It's just stuck in the same position. The idea is that it's used during like AI standoffs. You think I'm still in front of you while I'm actually behind you, ready to stab. I'm behind you, readying to stab your very stabbable heart. You don't know my heart, brother. You don't know my heart. Genbu. Ooh, Genbu is a villain from Yu Yu Hakusho. The snake turtle hybrid of the four symbols, the same mythical group Suzaku originates from. Yeah, Suzaku is actually a part of the Yu Yu Hakusho villain group that Genbu is in. Creates a pond of water which is bigger as the user is skilled. Whoever is inside the pond besides the user is slowed down as if you were waist deep. So this reminds me of that other blade that talks about summoning. What is it? Prince Blade. He's gonna use this dude's third ability is Genbu, but Prince Blade's True Realm extension floods the gas station Kyokusugetsu. That's crazy. True Realm extension though. All right, he has 3. Snake. The user may now choose what type of venom is used. Neurotoxin, paralyzing. That one venom that gives you the feeling of impending doom. It's real. Search it up. I'll take your word for it.
Etc.
Lizard, Shed, I want to say Lizard, the teleportation ability is kind of like Sub-Zero's like little ice, move where he backs up and he just has an ice clone that stands there. Essentially, it's almost
Oh, yeah.
But as in Shed the tail, basically the user can mentally draw a line across his body. When this line is drawn, they will literally separate those 2 parts for a split second and then reattach like nothing happened. So it's like teleporting different parts of your body. The idea is using this to make attacks go through you. So it's kind of like Buggy the Clown from One Piece. Just like if they're gonna get slashed in the arm and they could prepare quick enough, they could slash that part beforehand. Or like in Demon Slayer when Giyu beat Upper Moon 5.
Okay.
Genbu Myth. Basically take Genbu. Okay, got it. Good. 180 it. Ubenji. Basically, this is like the Bunashige bullshit. The pond is gone, and instead of slowing others, you speed yourself up. Okay, thanks again for reading this. I hope you like it.
I appreciate the submission.
Yeah, appreciate the submission. Thanks for throwing that one in there. I don't know. What do you think about that one, Dice?
I like this. I like the reptile theme. I think Harrison Wright said something that's pretty interesting and pretty accurate as well. They think that the lizard ability would accurately more accurately fall under the snake, considering the leaving behind a clone is kind of reminiscing of how a snake kind of sheds its skin. So I do like that. I like the interpretation of the blade as a whole. I do like its abilities. I do like that they clearly had some fun with it, especially with the True Realm extension and the Genbu. Yeah, I like this blade. Nothing really that stands out in terms of, like I said, anything too insane, anything too OP. But I do like the fact that it has it has some variety to it, right? Like it has poison, it has teleportation, and the whole summoning or creating a pond of water, which is bigger as the user is skilled. I like that. So a bit of AoE. There's a bit of everything with this blade. I like that.
The one thing I have believe in is the teleportation ability of, like, I mean, I guess crows, I don't know. Like, I guess it's alright, but kind of like Horizon Rai talked about, like the, snake, like shedding the skin, like that would fit under that.
Yeah.
Maybe like
I like turtles.
I like turtles. I like turtles. This is the strongest one yet, for real.
Oh, hey, you think so?
Hey, Crown Crow, let me ask you something. Wait, let me see. Does your name happen to be Hikaru Shinrai? by any chance?
Stop.
I'm just playing. I don't think it's the
Stop.
strongest blade, but it's still cool nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a cool blade, and I appreciate, like, again, the thought put into it, clearly consistent with the theme, and first reptile based we've seen. So
yeah,
I
Miles said, should these blades be weaker than Magasumi or like on par? Obviously not stronger, because at that point it's just a Zanpakuto. The original rule stated it cannot be stronger than the Magasumi. That was kind of like, I chose to do that just to kind of like make people keep within the realm of possibility within the universe. So I'm trying to like, I was trying to like have people create swords that could be used in the verse, because me and Dice are going to choose 7 of our own, like in the future, in the future sometime, and make a video on which 7 we chose, after we get through like reacting to all of them. Enough time has passed. What's up, Ink? Crown Crow, he said, my submission is going to be at the bottom. That'll probably be in like part 47 of these streams. Wait, I'm just... All right, we're gonna keep cooking. We're gonna keep going. This blade. Okay.
Yeah, right. It's this blade.
Right to the core on TikTok. Follow them. Shout out to them. Or Chef Tally on Reddit. Enchanted blade. Kagurabachi. The name's so nice, they named it twice. What is your spirit manifestation? Kagurabachi, from the popular anime and manga Kagurabachi. Interesting.
Popular anime?
Interesting as fuck. He's manifesting it. First ability, like you get into an unsheathing stance and everything around you gets cut in half no matter what angle. All right, bet. Second ability, you are everywhere. Third ability, you can take over others by doing the Kagurabachi stance. That's OP. And True Realm extension, you become Kagurabachi itself and become an omnipotent god. All right, so I think, this one might be just a little too strong, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, once you get to the omnipotent god, it's kind of like...
Bro was in Banquet while coming up with this idea. Yeah, bro was on something.
Bro was definitely on something.
Nah, that's Bunishige the blade right there.
Bunishige the blade. No, you get like the brain rot done got in here, man.
The first we're witnessing the first lobotomy in the bocce community.
Oh my god.
This is the first lobotomy, guys. So take note, this is a historical moment. I'll read the next one too, since that one was like kind of a meme thing.
What's crazy is that like I know exactly what they mean by the Kagurabachi stance. It's that one meme.
The original meme, picture, color page.
The original Chihiro. Oh my god, bro. I hate it, bro. Like, I cannot see that like, that picture PNG or whatever of Chihiro and take it seriously anymore, man. Just brain rotted to death.
That blade does the, it really Kaguras my bocce, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll read the next one too, since that one was kind of like quick and meme-ish. Or maybe not meme-ish. Maybe, hey, game is game.
Okay, man.
All right, Yurt Blickathon. Oh, that sounds like a gangster from like Canada. Enchanted blade.
Shout out Yurt Blickathon.
Yeah. What's the? Fuck. I just had some. I need to stop smoking.
You good?
Yeah. Enchanted blade, name and purpose. Yoshinha, or passing waves, has a theme of interdiction, stopping supply lines and movement. All right. Spirit manifestation. Rippling moves through the air, similar to a pressure wave, but slower, like drops of water, making ripples bouncing off of nearby surfaces and shifting directions. I can't even imagine how that would look in execution. First ability, Onichi, or Resonant Strike, an ability triggered by tapping the blade and sending oscillating waves through its manifestation. Swinging the blade at a target or even slightly tapping an object causes it to shatter or crack upon contact. Striking the ground could create deep fissures, while striking concrete could make it crumble. Okay, second ability. Senritsu, or Battle Tremor, an ability that instills fear in all within the blade's reach. As the spine of the blade is drawn across the sheath, grasping ripple lines spread rapidly in every direction. Anyone caught within their range is overcome with intense fear, panic, disorientation, and fading vision. Third ability, Hagashira, or Wave's Crest. An ability that causes objects to float without direct control. A swing of the blade's flat edge releases thin, densely compressed waves that surge toward the target. Upon contact, a buzzing vibration spreads across everything struck, lifting the objects into the air. And the True Realm extension, hold on, I got a novel, let me cook. Unlocking the True Realm of this blade is a revelation. These seemingly disparate abilities share a hidden through line that reveals the blade's true domain. Frequency control. By manipulating different frequencies of invisible waves and pushing them to their opus, the blade can drastically exacerbate their effects. This allows the user to fully realize these forces and bring forth resonant waves that make steel chatter and shatter like glass under the blade. Frequency fields tuned to a freezing state can lock opponents rigid in place. Ultrasonic waves generate cavitation. Oh, this person is a communications major in college, I bet. Frequency fields or some shit. Frequency fields tuned to a freezing state can lock opponents. All right, ultrasonic waves generate cavitation bubbles within enemies that violently implode. Oh, jeez. High power ultraviolet. High power ultraviolet rays burn matter to ash. As Samura reference. Burn matter to ash as they bore holes through opponents and obstacles alike. Microwave. Oh, it brings a microwave out. Microwaves drive water molecules to their boiling point, causing flesh and fluid to superheat simply by proximity. A truly powerful blade when fully realized, but not in comparison to Magasumi, of course. You're just all right. So that last sentence, you're just saying shit.
Harrison said, "Name of the blade, Ara Farmer."
He said, "All right, look. So it's a literal nuke. It's matter manipulation. Like it can summon sharks with laser beams on their head, but it's weaker
there
than
you
a
go with the
Magasumi."
sharks and there you go again with the sharks and the laser
That's
beams.
just gonna be my through line. This is the truest realm. That true. Like the other abilities were like okay, so you know. It's got some wiggle to it. It could definitely do its thing. It's got a lot of like utility, but then the True Realm just like levels this blade up to like next level, usage. I don't think I'm smart enough to judge this blade if I'm being real.
It's funny. I mean, no, man. I do have to say, I think this is one of the more special blades yet. I do think not only is it like an insanely powerful blade, it's also kind of like sneakily powerful. Like when you read the first couple of abilities, you would think like, okay, this is definitely powerful, but you could kind of like poke some holes through it.
Well, tell the first person to get caught up in that one ability where it burns matter to ash, and then the microwaves dry water molecules, to their boiling point, causing flesh and fluid to superheat simply by proximity. So tell the person that really just implodes from bubbling from within inside that this blade ain't that strong.
Beatrice says Magasumi is the insta-death blade.
Beatrice,
this one...
Why do you want this blade IRL? What kind of enemies do you have that needs this kind of blade?
This one almost makes the Magasumi look tame, right? But I do like how they said that unlocking the true realm of this blade is a revelation, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
The fact that the manifestation isn't more akin to like an organism, like we've seen with the other manifestations, and it's strictly waves. I do like that. And it keeps the abilities like visually. You would imagine that it's nothing too crazy in terms of spectacle, but it just kind of
blade, by the way. This blade will give you cancer, bro.
Well, I wanted to say, like earlier we talked about a blade and we said like, oh, this one it gets the job done. I think we said something like that.
This one really gets the job done.
This one really gets the job done, right? Like without kind of like too much spectacle. It just kind of, in the snap of a finger, really. This is really the one blade that manages to be really OP, but I think somehow, some way, barely staying within the scope of the current verse of Kagurabachi. It just kind of pushes, where like the Magatsumi is on the end of the spectrum. It just kind of pushes that a little further.
I like to
At
say
least
push,
that's the way I see
pushes.
Whereas like the previous other blades were like, okay, like this is something that I could not see it like within the world of Kagurabachi. This is something else entirely. This one somehow, some way kind of manages to stay there and just rival the Magatsumi, I guess.
It's like this would have to be in the verse, but Kashimo has to wield it,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Not that poem.
But like I could see, and I do like the ripple effect. This is like a specialist blade. It feels like
only the person who wants to do an ultra malediction. Yeah, like the malediction wasn't enough. They said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey everyone, I got this X-ray machine, but you just walk inside.
See what happens. Yeah, your Blickathon lives up to the name.
Yeah, you're definitely you got a master's in like, whatever that you would need to create this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Watch this guy just work at like Jiffy Lube. And it's just a chill guy, full-time job, doing his thing. And I respect that though. I do say this is one of the more innovative blades.
Yeah, no, I mean, it kind of checked, like I said, it really checks off a lot of boxes. It's not just like, yeah, it is a bit OP, but it stays with the theme. Its abilities make sense. The True Realm extension makes sense. Like I said, it just barely manages to stay within the scope of something that I could see viable.
Even Soga would be like, bro, ain't that a bit much?
Yeah.
Let's see. John exactly. Kidd said, yo, what if Chihiro forges Excalibur like in Fate? I mean, that'd be crazy OP. Excalibur! Some saber type shit, but that would be hype. I think he's crafting Gyarados the sword.
Yeah, whatever it is going to be hype as hell.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to see what this, I mean, y'all can put y'all theories of what y'all think Chihiro's going to forge. I'd like to see what y'all got cooking on that.
Yeah.
All right.
We're getting into the
next 10 pieces.
13th blade. 10 pieces.
That's 10 more One Pieces.
Yeah, W math. Okay, so this is Yarinto.
Actually,
is the name of the blade, and its purpose is first espionage and offense. I like that. We have the second Reptiles blade. Interesting. Also with the snake ability, the blade of the katana extends like a lizard's tongue and basically becomes a whip, urumi. The length of the blade can be extended proportionally to the user's spirit energy. The blade also contains a very deadly toxin on its surface, which cannot be seen due to being invisible. Okay, courtesy to its other primary ability. Okay. The toxin is highly dangerous and able to seep through skin easily. Those affected by it would begin to bleed internally. Feel their body going limp and slowly lose their breath each passing second.
I mean, that's a GG almost right there. God damn.
Yeah, right off the bat. Yeah. Chameleon. The blade reflects the light around the user and turns them invisible. Okay, so this is like they mentioned up top, or they just mentioned in the snake ability. Anything cut or touched by the blade can also be turned invisible. After the invisibility is activated, any phenomenon like scent, sound, tangible aspects of the object, so blood, sweat, torn of broken pieces, produced by the invisible objects would also be affected. So I would assume like turning invisible as well.
Yeah.
Okay, only the user of the blade can see. This is exactly, I'm glad they added this because I was literally gonna ask this. Only the user of the blade can see the invisible objects. However, they can allow others to view them as well by simply letting them touch the katana's handle or hilt and making a conscious choice for it. I really like this second ability. It's very creative, and the applications for it can be even more creative. I really like this.
It's cool. I like the addition at the end for sure. Like you could tell they
Yeah.
actually thought about like the actual execution of the blade.
And it's like I could see it being practical. Like even not, this wouldn't just work to like if you want to reveal something to like a ally you're fighting alongside, but if you're fighting against an opponent and you only want him to see something specifically to like trip them up or something or give them a false sense of security, you could also like work that into it. So
yeah, I see what you're saying.
well,
You could prepare
well
beforehand, like you know, misdirects. Ooh, the Batman blade.
Yeah. Batman,
Hey, I like
yeah.
turtles. Yeah, this is a very cool blade.
The user creates a circular barrier whose diameter can be changed accordingly to the user's spirit energy that can block and nullify any incoming phenomenon from outside the barrier. So like a simple domain. However, anything from inside can exit the barrier with no change. The barrier is very powerful, being able to block even the Magatsumi's kinetic blasts, but as the power dictates that everything from the outside cannot enter, but anything from within can exit freely, Magatsumi's passive property to absorb life force becomes unstoppable as the life force is being absorbed from within the user's body inside the barrier. I do like how they said, how they like added an asterisk to said like it like the Magatsumi has a like a win con against it, right? Like there's like a matchup disadvantage here, you know, aside from what it looks like on the surface. So I do like that they kind of said like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
and
like
kind
yo,
of added
this is
that
a powerful, crazy ability. But by the way, Magatsumi can still beat it. Like, hey, I ain't mad at it either. Yo, like get creative.
No. Yeah, they clearly wanted to go with something really out there, but also stay like kind of try to at least respect what you said about not making it stronger than the Magatsumi.
Yeah.
So True Realm extension. Upon activation, the katana merges with the user's hand, one with which they are holding it, right down to the bone.
And it's called Dinosaur, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't say that, sorry. The blade also starts to look like it's made of bone rather than any metal. It's giving like flame bone vibes at this point, without the flame, I guess.
Okay, can I say one thing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is like how Kyoko Sugetsu like merged with Aizen's body. This is like this person's making.
Okay.
Yeah, snake ability alone is OP. Oh, what's up, Gunstar?
It
Angry
is.
Demon noises. What's up, Demon? Alright, my bad, brother, for cutting you off. I just wanted to keep.
No, it's all good. Additionally, anything slashed by the user's arm blade starts to fossilize and petrify, leaving them in a limbo-like state where they somewhat alive and dead simultaneously, turning them into a conscious piece of mineral. The process is extremely fast, and when coupled with the EI White Purity style, the user can attack an opponent, inducing fossilization and petrifying them almost immediately, leading to people to call it Death Gaze of a Gorgon. Damn! As by the point of the victim, it would seem as if the user just merely met their gaze and they became forever encapsulated. Those who get petrified hand their fate to the user, who can decide to keep them in a stasis for the... Wait, hold on. Let me see if I read... Hand their fate to the user, who can decide to keep them in a stasis for the rest of their lifespan?
Okay, what the fuck?
Or be free...
Alright, we...
Hold on. Most would, however, experience a slow death by the deadly toxin produced by snake all over their body. Yeah, we done said snake was OP as hell.
In this one True Realm ability, it gives them another instant win con. Like snake ability is an instant win as soon as they get their poison in them. Now it's like, oh yeah, this one petrifies, and it also like it's like 2 more win cons and one in the True Realm. This blade is fucking insane. I don't know how strong they think the Magatsumi is. But the Magatsumi that they're reading must be able to beat Goku or some shit.
Gunstar said this blade's a demon. What the fuck?
Facts.
Let me say read the last sentence. They would draw their last breath, or what they think are their breaths. Oh my god! After all, their bodily functions stopped the moment they were fossilized.
Well, we just know what that is.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, this flag on the play. Yo, I think I got hit with like some recoil damage just from you reading that. That blade's so strong.
Yeah, earlier there was a blade that was intended for 1v1s. It seems like this blade took that personal.
Oh yeah, so yeah, let's go. I'll petrify you. You're gonna die from the poison, but I'm also gonna petrify you. Then you're gonna die from the petrification. You're gonna think you're awake, and I control your fate. And it's like even your mom is gonna feel this one.
Yeah, this blade definitely. The way it's expressed, the way it's kind of like the way everything is stated here would make you think that it's like a Magatsumi times 2 or 3. So this definitely. Whereas the previous blade, I was kind of like, or like one of the previous blades, I was a bit like on the fence of like, well, this kind of barely.
That one was circumstantial. Yeah. This one is not that. This one just is. Like literally, Soga's like, "Daddy, chill."
Yeah, no, I mean this one, I guess I can sum it up with this. This one was like really fucking crazy. But I respect to how it kind of again sticks with the themes, the abilities. Even from the purpose of espionage, the reptiles, the invisibility. So yeah, it's a bit overkill for espionage, but
invisible. I forgot about that. So you got one hit kills and he's also invisible, and you got AI white purity style. Like this is like I don't. So Samura is probably like towards the bottom of my top 10, but he is in my top 10, right? So I do like him to some degree. If this is what, like, if Shiba and Samura combined, like, this is that kind of hate I would have. Like, because they have everything. And by the way, I think it's cool in concept, but we gotta throw this sword in, like, bleach.
No, yeah, man. It is insanely cracked. It is insanely cracked. Remember, it could turn other things invisible as well.
Yeah, he's just gonna be putting random shit invisible just to fuck with you while you petrify. And
yeah,
Beatrice,
it's a bit.
We gotta watch
it's
you.
It's a bit of overkill.
You might be on a list.
Yeah, 10 pieces. Yeah, definitely overkill, but well done, well crafted, and I appreciate again the thought put into it, the kanji, and again, it does make sense. It's nothing just. It's not insane and cracked for the sake of being insane and cracked. They stuck to a vision here, so I can appreciate that.
T-Rex, all of a sudden you're dead. Bunashige be crafting masterpieces. Yeah, we're gonna have like a Bunashige blades tier, and these are like the OP ones.
Yeah, we're gonna have to select like a whole nother 7, which is like which one we think are like the most insane.
Yeah, the 7 powerful, and then the 7 that we each choose to use within the Bachiverse. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Immortal Bright. That's I'll read this one. Shout out to Immortal Bright. Tawakabe, I guess. Control over environment and terrain, as in letting the user shape the battlefield in the way they desire, either for general defenses or better movement, while making disadvantageous terrain where the opponents stand. Mainly meant for support, so usable for survival and rescue, but main idea is terrain control. Bunashige might be goated. Yeah, he is, trust.
I do want to say, at first, like when I saw this, I thought that it was a bit too much just for like what it is, like the purpose and theme of the blade.
Control and terrain.
But yes, I like that because it's meant for support, survival, and rescue, and it does that via terrain control. So solid vision, just like out the gate. I like this so far, or at least the purpose and theme.
I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick. Dice, entertain the people. Sing that song, bro. Sing your song.
Yeah, you don't want me to? I'll wait for you before.
Oh no, you know what? Yeah, you can go. I'll read it when I get back to catch up. I'll just be a second. You can read it, and I'll read it next too.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's look at the spirit energy manifestation, or the spirit manifestation. This dude said, walls of bricks float, I would assume, around the user. Most curved like the walk from a wizard's tower. Okay, I think I can visually get what they're saying. This is pretty crazy. Just walls of bricks is a pretty insane manifestation. Pretty out of the box as well. So first ability, literally Okay, they just got first, second, and third. So no specific name. It says turn the environment, into the same bricks that float around the user. That is crazy. The bricks are now manipulated with this ability. Okay, never mind. I misinterpreted that. So yeah, so basically just make the environment full of bricks. The bricks are now manipulated with this ability. Using certain movements of the blade and body, the bricks are further reinforced with the user's spirit energy and will change shape into what the user of the enchanted blades needs, like curving ground, creating hills, rocks, floating spheres, caves, decimating buildings with sheer weight, and crushing fodder enemies. I like how they specified fodder enemies. Most basic usage of this ability, besides creating things already listed, is when entering a defensive stance. The bricks naturally surround the weak spots of the user, similar to how Hokuto's armor pieces block Natsuki's lightning. I like the visual references as well there. Or when the user of this enchanted blade runs, the ground molds the bricks into the perfect shape so the user doesn't trip, doesn't take a step too deep into the ground, and use most of the human leg anatomy to perform perfect leg movements. I like this. They get creative with what would look like just a simple ability, surface level, right? So like the level of manipulation of how specific they could manipulate the environment in this first ability is pretty striking. So second, the blade bearer motions the sword as if sending instantaneous slashes at bricks that they already control. These bricks begin to show small cracks and are affected by this ability. Slashes at bricks you already control. Ooh, okay. Either automatically when an enemy is nearby or by the sword bearer's own choice. These bricks shred the ground beneath, turning the rubble under there into a geyser cannon, shooting all the rubble like a massive cannon. Different amounts of spirit energy change how wide of areas of bricks crack. Basic strategy of this ability is molding the terrain so that from the enemy's perspective, they barely can't see all the bricks that shows cracks. The ability has a special interaction with being used in buildings, as if activated from the outside. People inside the room, if durable enough and there isn't too much material to turn into rubble, will be shot out of the cannon for an ambush, or boosting the speed of Iai White from Uruha or Samura if they are in a team. Okay, I gotta admit, guys, this ability is a bit harder for me to wrap my head around. You back, Tabriz?
Yeah, I kind of had, I'll share with y'all a real life moment. So I walked out to go get something to drink. My girl's on the couch watching TV. I got my shirt off, right? And y'all don't get too excited now.
Okay, Ibuki.
And that girl, she says, oh. I was like, what? She's like, you got a little belly on you now. I was like, man.
Ooh, is that Ibuki dad bod?
Yeah, hold on. They got like a hot samurai dude out my window.
Okay, just pull out that blade that we saw.
Yeah,
earlier.
that meat say. Oh no, wait, what?
Hey, chill.
Yeah, this is like why say many words when few words do the trick? My bad, bro.
What's this in reference to?
Oh no, I'm talking about overcomplicated wording for the second ability. It was.
I think I agree with that.
It muddles like the perception of it.
Yeah, because the ability in itself is cool, but I just kind of started to lose. Like I felt like I wasn't really understanding it as I kept reading. It just kind of
Dice is just reading on autopilot, is what he's telling y'all.
Yeah.
He's becoming Ibiki for real. Yes, I am. My goat. Yeah. Fourth favorite character, by the way.
Just tell her you're doing your best Ibuki impression. She'll let it slide. But yeah, no, just to like basically summarize the second ability, sending instantaneous slashes at bricks that are already controlled, and then the brick in small cracks. These bricks shred the ground beneath. Yeah, it's like a full manipulation of the bricks at that point, just doing whatever the fuck you want with the bricks, ultimately again to affect and mold the terrain.
Yeah, basically this person's never like short of like things that they could use. That's the thing, because even if there's no buildings around or nothing, you know, they still have the bricks to use or the terrain. So it's like no matter what, you'll never catch this sword lacking.
I guess without the swapping, like the comparable or like what comes to mind is kind of like Toto's technique, which again, without the swapping, what the hell is it really? But it just in terms of like how it can use the bricks and manipulate them, and just kind of like just the amount of things at its disposal to be able to manipulate in this case would be bricks, and more for like destruction, right? So yeah, admittedly this second ability is it's kind of like hard for me to wrap my head around. So we'll move on to the third ability.
Yo, I just want to
Darker
say, Leo,
yeah, go ahead.
Early Halloween cosplay for Ibiki. Yo, dead ass, I'll be Ibiki, but I'll just walk backwards.
Yeah, no face reveal.
Yeah, my bad, Dice. Go ahead.
No. Shout out Leo for that. That's funny. Yeah, darker, boulder sized, hard to scale with the banana. Okay, but it could be the size of 8 human bodies. Huh. Okay.
So it's a banana ability. Banana.
Bricks are transformed from the normal bricks, so now they're fully like straight up changing the shape of the bricks.
Massive banana bricks.
These massive bricks can be sent at enemies as projectiles with simple blade movements. I like that. As simple and similar to sending an Enten Kuro. Yeah, these massive bricks are more durable and retain their durability even when dented or broken apart. So they can break, but they maintain their toughness. Like a solid block of
they're not gonna crumble like when a regular brick gets damaged. They start to crumble easier, like a cinder block. If you think of it that way.
Yeah, and like it's kind of OP because when a brick gets broken, if you were to get hit with a chip of the brick, it wouldn't feel like getting hit by a whole brick. But if I interpret this correctly, you could get hit with like just a chip off the brick, and it would feel like you got hit with
that's a better interpretation.
Yeah, and that's pretty crazy if I'm interpreting it correctly. Like a solid block of tungsten. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a reference
like
to
a
something
stone.
else.
I think my wedding band is made out of tungsten.
Okay, you flexing on us?
Hey, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, there you live.
Let me finish. I'll finish this one up. This ability has a cooldown just like Kuregumo and other similar EB abilities, generally used to crush way more durable enemies or to create foundations for even more durable structures on a battlefield. The spirit energy control changes the True Realm extension. Getting into the True Realm extension now. The spirit energy control changes for the enchanted sword bearer, passively creating the same brick walls that surround the bearer, but instead these walls appear all over the battlefield and float to perfectly shape enemies' sight, aggression, detection, and sense of vibrations due to blocking the field of vision and closing down paths for other senses. Okay.
So, it's just
so they're using
Donald Trump, the sword, build that wall.
My God.
Like, and if so, if that sword bearer has a red hat on, we got to side eye him. I'm just playing.
It took me a minute to kind of get the reference. I'm pretty slow, but oh my God, you went there.
This blade got me bricked. Smooch on your cooch. You got me bricked. Smooch on your cooch. I alone am the bricked one. All right, Leo. Beatrice, this one is pretty crazy. I'll be pissed off if I lose by getting hit with a brick. That's some in the streets shit.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Immorta, right? Because again, this is like on a short list of the most unique blades so far. Wasn't as huge of a fan of the second ability, mainly because I couldn't understand it, but I do like how creative they get with such a mundane concept like a brick, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, not like an organism or anything like that when it comes to the spirit manifestation, but I did really like the first ability and how like specific they can manipulate the environment. I think the third ability is pretty crazy, and the True Realm extension is that's when it well, I like the True Realm extension because it's like a completely different application compared to like the previous abilities. So yeah, I like this blade. I think this is a really solid blade.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah, aside from that second ability, I think this is a solid blade.
I'm not huge on this one. Not saying they didn't cook, because I do like the fact they took a simple concept and created something. Excuse me, my neighbor is doing some shenanigans out there with their goddamn garbage can for some reason.
Yo, pull out that blade. I'm telling you,
like, bro, are they fighting their garbage cans? I'm about to have to
I just heard of this.
I'm about to have to go out there and be like, bro, calm down.
No, it's not too bothersome.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna see somebody holding a sword and a brick, but just a regular brick.
Yeah, I appreciate Immortal Bright for like the amount of time and clearly like thought put into the blade for sure.
Yeah.
Even something as specific as like the little detail of like molding the environment to like a perfect for like leg anatomy and perfect movements. It's like a very specific stuff. You can tell they really put whatever you feel about the blade, they really put their mind into it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
appreciate that.
That's what I appreciate more so than anything. Next one is Rainy Windows. How do people get their Twitter names or their Twitter? It's like Rainy Windows, like that. You know what I mean? That's just such
shout out Rainy Windows.
Hey, my favorite thing in life is
cool,
a rainy window.
Sounds cool though.
Hey, it's like the start of an Eminem song is like just rain on windows.
I mean, it's like that classic MC. Like MC kind of syndrome, looking outside the window, the rain,
I guess.
No, just me? Okay.
Hey, let him cook. By himself, preferably, but... Alright. Enchanted Blade, the name is Akatora. The theme is overwhelming violence. Okay, this is interesting. Spirit manifestation, a tiger, king of the jungle. Okay, I can see that being a connection. First ability is Claw, summons an additional slashing attack alongside the main sword. So it's like it's a divergent slash. Second ability, Eye, summons eyes that lock on the opponent, allowing the user to use kinetic perception to intuit their every move. Okay, so you're basically kind of like a Sharingan type of thing. No, we did not get to Fojitensei, that sword guy, but how you holding up?
Yes, we did. Yeah, no, wait. Yes, we did do Fojitensei.
We did?
Yes.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. We did Fojitensei.
Me and Dice about to mud wrestle over this.
No, yeah. If sword guy, if that's your blade, just scroll. Go back in the stream until you find it.
But wait, hold on. I'm thinking of. Let's see.
Yeah, we did it. I don't remember. If you want to go pull it up, I'm actually going to go to the bathroom really quick. Give me 2 minutes.
All
but if you want to look for it, we did it. Be right back.
All right, let's see here. Mizuhada. Okay, this blade didn't have a name. Oh, Zangetsu, I guess, would be the name for that one. They didn't really put they just put offensive. The Gopala. Oh, we did Fojitensei. Oh, I hate when Dice is right. Let's see. This one was cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this the burst of wind. This is the one that traps. And you could use the blade wish. Yeah. We did this one. Let's see, what number was that one? I fucking hate when Dice is right, y'all. I hate it. No, yeah, okay. I think, let me see. Okay, so it's the one specifically for 1v1s. We like the spirit manifestation. We thought that was clever. Okay, and they're not technically slashes. It's just a flame attack. The strong burst of wind. I remember there was a sword that kind of like directly is like your nemesis. Bunishige masterpieces. Yeah, no, I think this one was just like all around like a very solid blade, if I remember correctly. So I can't remember exactly what we said, but
yeah, we did it, right?
Yeah, we fucking did it, Dice. All right, you were right.
Oh, this was the forging spirit manifestation, right?
Yeah, I was telling like we liked that one. Like we thought the spirit manifestation was clever.
yeah, all around solid blade, pretty unique when it comes to the spirit manifestation, and the abilities. I thought were pretty effective, if I remember correctly.
And let me tell y'all something. If y'all ever bet on dice, y'all gonna be left sad. All right.
What you mean?
Damn, I'm just playing. I just want to be your biggest
Dice
hater.
is a gamble to win. Nah, Beatrice knows what's up. Beatrice knows what's up. So
okay,
we're on the 15th blade, I believe.
Yeah, tiger. The tiger one, right? Yeah. Okay. So stripes conjure stripes that obscure the user's body, rendering them nearly impossible to see clearly. Okay. We appreciate you submitting your blade. I mean, we're gonna leave this up as a VOD if you have to come back and watch it, or if you just want to rewind. I'm not sure how long ago that was, but it wasn't that long ago. I don't know. It might have been like an hour ago. We've been kind of moving like a snail through these, but we want to give them the attention they deserve, you know?
Yeah, because people really put their time into it. I would feel bad just kind of, you know.
All right, let's get back to Rainy Windows, the MC, because
yeah,
been kind of cutting in and out of theirs. All right, so we saw the stripes one, the True Realm, an extension of stripes. When done, anything that looks at the user while stripes is activated can't look away. Their eyes stay dead focused on the user, giving the user tunnel vision. So it's like focusing on them to basically swing and miss. And I mean, it's kind of like a good tank ability almost to, you know, allow you, you know, help your teammates out so they don't get done up.
Yeah, I gotta respect and appreciate the fact that this blade kept it really simple. Like we've seen some previous ones. But like the combination of abilities and like the set of abilities is what I think really does it for me. The simplicity behind something like Claw, Eye, and Stripes is kind of refreshing. Even the True Realm extension not being anything like too like wild, but just the fact that it leaves you immobile, basically, you know, stuck in like a stuck staring, basically. The spirit manifestation of the tiger, the way the abilities reflect, you know, the claw, eye, the stripes. It is very straightforward.
Yeah, it's like a lot of not misdirects exactly, but I really don't know what else to call it. It's kind of like it's got like a divergent sword slash. So, you know, like say Mahi, like think about, I know JJK references a lot, but like when Yuji hit on purpose hit Mahito with divergent fist, you know, like you think you're getting hit with one slash, so if it's like a death fight, they might be like, okay, I can take this slash and then counter them, but then you're actually getting cut with two slashes, you know, that could but I mean that's a very specific scenario. And then, you know, you also have like kind of the stripes, which helps, you know, basically I'm thinking the stripes was basically hard, almost like nearly impossible to see clearly, so it just kind of helps them evade. And then of course the eye is cool because they could just almost see their moves beforehand in a sense.
Yeah, I think again the word I would use for this blade is refreshing, because
my brain starts feels off refreshed by reading that.
It's like it says that the theme is overwhelming violence, but when you really read it, I thought they were gonna go like, oh, just really crazy spectacle and just balls to the wall, but this ability in the hands of like a real savage, relentless, bloodthirsty, like just spamming these attacks, you know, that's where I could see like the overwhelming violence come into play. And again, using these abilities in combination with each other, like, you know, pull out stripes and then go for some claws and then eye. It's again, it's one of the ones that don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it just because Rainy Windows went with a few words here.
Yeah, just because it isn't as like deep. Later, Sword Guy, appreciate you hopping in.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Hope you enjoy it when you watch.
Yeah.
Like the simpler swords does not mean that they're any worse or like weaker than, you know, these like more thought out or stepped out submissions.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point of this. It's like cool because we can, you know, have a conversation on what we think like the swordman, what kind of swordsman would be good with it or how it'd be used. So I do like a sword like this because it's just like I said, a savage, you know, person that's just using these abilities to their utmost to just cause chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a respectable blade.
Friggin'
Appreciate the
Alright.
submission, Rainy.
I'll read this one since you did two as well.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I think because I went to go get something to drink.
Oh, true.
Friggin' Isan. Disruption Tank. Sutandofu. Alright, that sounds like a made up name there, boy. That's like some jello timing with that one. Pretty easy, just means standoff. The blade's theme is rock, paper, scissors. That's cool. Considering all three are in play, everyone both loses and wins, so it's a standoff. Okay. Let's see. Spirit manifestation. 3 childlike spirits appear around the user with each a unique hairstyle matching the connected power along with an action that they do at times, often when randomly with each other, or more commonly when the power is called on. Rock has a man bun. And this is a dice right here. I'm just playing. Like I said earlier, I
don't have long hair anymore.
Rock has a man bun and can be seen throwing out rock as you would in a children's game, kind of the thing for each child. Okay. Paper has silky flowing shoulder length hair and can be seen throwing out paper. Scissors has very short messy hair as if it's been roughly cut. Oh, so it's that little the child that they just don't be taking care of, the little ratty looking child. Has a very short messy hair as if it's been roughly cut by someone not trained in how to cut hair properly anyway, can be seen throwing scissors. I was making plans for my blade and realized a locked in chart can kind of solos it. Hey, we respect those too. Not every sword needs to be OP. Mal said that in the chat.
Oh, on chat. I was looking on the dog like, what?
First ability, Rock. It absorbs kinetic energy, basically shielding the user from most attacks, but they can't do anything else besides move around while they're invulnerable. Like they can attack, but it would just be them swinging a sword normally and so on. The amount of kinetic energy one can store is limited, but grows as the user grows. But anyway, once full, the user can no longer enter the invulnerable charge state until they make space by discharging some of the built-up energy. Once the user has dropped in the invulnerable state, they can unleash the built-up power via basic combat moves like slashing at someone and so on. The way the built-up energy can be used grows more varied, like from just enhancing one's attack power to increasing one's speed and so on. Okay, interesting. Paper allows the user to swap between 2D and 3D. Basically, think Link Between Worlds unique gimmick, but with a bit more use, like one can flatten themselves to the ground and so on instead of just walls, so more like X, but without the reality warping stuff. And anything in 2D can be seen by 3D stuff and vice versa, but neither can interact with each other, which means destroying the surfaces their 2D things does nothing to the 2D thing. TR can be used on other people and things. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Scissors creates a phantom of the blade that comes from the opposite way of the actual blade. So if you swing downward at someone, a blade will spawn below them and swing up, with the phantom blade meaning up with the phantom blade meaning up with the actual blade clamping the target, much like how scissors cut off. Okay, I see what they're going for. More actions besides the sword swings can be dupe swapped and the phantoms can be delayed and so on. True realm extension and the power descriptions.
Yeah, that's the TR.
Okay, true realm. I just figured that out. I'm slow, chat.
No, I didn't get it until I got to True extension as well.
Yeah, paper's kind of wild.
Paper. Yeah, I'll let you kind of give your thoughts before I get into that.
My brain feel funny. Nah, I do like that how like say for Rock, it has a upper limit of what it can retain as kinetic energy, but then like a paper is like an insta draw con. Yeah, kind of, you can just kind of filler buster a battle and wait till help gets there or some shit. But it can also help if like you have a comrade and they're on a battlefield and hurt, you can turn them into paper. Kind of like old girl, I forget her name from Children X. How she turns like Tokyo into an envelope.
Ooh, Oh, that's true. Yes. I don't remember her name, but yeah.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue, but yeah. And then scissors. That scissors is pretty cool. At first, I was like, eh. I mean, I personally don't. I can see the usage of it, but I mean, someone creative, I'm sure, can come up with some wild shit with that. Um, and
Well, I mean, think of it like always having an ally on the other side. You know how in like you often see in fights, like when it's like a 2v1, you'll see like one good guy on one side and the other good
yeah,
side
like
on
a
the other,
pin,
and then
like
they
a
just kind of
pinch,
cross.
a pincer attack.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like always having somebody on the other side. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's
I think it's
interesting.
cool.
I do like that they thought of kind of like, I mean, with Rock, they kind of gave it a drawback, but then they kind of instantly like also made it stronger with being able to release that kinetic energy through the use of like moves. Like that should have been like, that sounds like a true realm thing.
Yeah, this is a pretty unique ability as well, and it works. It has a pretty unique purpose. Disruption kind of reminds me a bit of Jello's, even though it's conveyed entirely different. But disruption tank. I do like the concept of the rock paper scissors.
Yeah, I like that. I do
Um,
like that. I thought that was very clever.
that is very unique. They did say something about that considering all three are in play, everyone both loses and wins, so it's a standoff. That's the only thing that it's hard for me to kind of
Paper,
see.
I guess paper would be like, since it's not like a win con type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I
But
mean,
that's the only
that's really
thing.
like, yeah, it was really more like I
Yeah, I
guess
get what you're
I was
saying.
yeah,
No,
like the
that's a
only
good.
thing I could point out.
That's a good call though. I forgot about
But
that. That is a good call.
the abilities themselves really really work. And I like it. It's a very unique interpretation. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the only rock paper scissors, um, you know, theme or spirit manifestation that we see. Yeah, some out of the box thinking. So I appreciate friggin' Isan for this.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, not really much else to at least that I can say.
We can move to
Really
the
cool.
next one.
Really cool. I appreciate it.
You're up next, Papa.
I'm up next. Alrighty. Okay. Cosmic 60. Okay,
Sounds like a
the blade
gang.
name would. Yeah, that sounds like a gamer tag. Sekiboshi, dry expanse. Purpose theme would be defense support. Spirit manifestation would be Japanese gardens,
Ooh,
patterned sand, rocks, broken branches, and leaves. Interesting.
okay. I like these kind of different like concepts of like that aren't like animals or things like that.
Yeah,
Like this
for
Japanese
sure.
garden is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like an organized makes me think of the Magatsumi a bit, but like a more contained environment. Obviously, it's not wildlife or plant life. It's a garden life. That's a thing. So Samung, first ability, manifests as patterned sand being raked into terrain. Anything caught in contact with the patterns, or more specifically, disturbing it, is sent back along the pattern like a rushing river, or being hit by the force of a large wave. This can interrupt footwork and trap approaching enemies. I like this. It kind of reminds me a bit of like projection sorcery. If you don't follow the rule of the projection movement, you kind of get stuck.
Like
I
mirror
like
force,
this.
it like gets sent back.
Yeah, here you have to follow the patterns, right? Or in this case, you're fucked if you get caught in contact, right?
Yeah.
But there's a price you pay. I like that.
Yeah, it's
Second
literally like
ability.
mirror force from Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like it sends it back. It sends like a blowback back, at them basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's cool.
Zen. What's that?
Oh no, I was saying that's cool though.
Yeah, for sure. Ring of rocks surrounds an area or object, creating a near unbreakable protective barrier around whatever it encompasses. This costs an abundant amount of spirit energy to cast, but not much to maintain unless damaged. The weakness lies in the rocks. Ooh, I like a built-in weakness. Yes. Prune, third ability, represented by the leaves of a pine tree or bush. Creates a slash that targets not the physical body, but the spirit energy. Pruning or weakening use of it around that specific area for a short time.
This is
probably one of my favorite unique abilities in itself.
It goes against other enchanted blades beautifully.
Yeah. Ooh, and then speaking of this ability, its true realm extension, Prune Enchant, imbues the sharp spirit energy of Prune into another object, trying to then make contact with that object, or spirit energy or sorcery pierces into that body, feels like touching a bed of nails. Doesn't directly improve durability against physical sorceries like Enkutsu's bones or Blood Crane's paper. So imbues the sharp spirit energy of another object, trying to make them body. Okay, this is really. Okay, so it's more of like the effect is the touching.
It can damage physical bodies, basically. Like,
okay.
So Prune started off as a base ability, not being able to interact with physical bodies.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I see. This is a good one.
Yeah,
this is a good one.
Prune, I like Prune. Prune might be one of my more favorite single abilities.
Yeah, like just the standalone abilities. I'm with you. Prune gotta be like.
Yeah, because not super strong, but its super use comes in handy no matter if you're going up against an enchanted blade wielder or a sorcerer. Like that's definitely cool. Shout out to who was that? Cosmic 60.
Cosmic. Yeah, shout out Cosmic.
All right.
Solid blade, unique interpretation.
Move on.
I appreciate this one.
Dewey. Let's see what
Japanese Gardens was a nice manifestation.
Yeah. I did. That's another good shout. I did like that as well. So this one is okay. So this is the 18th blade. I'm thinking that we just do a couple more and then we call it, and then we'll just do like 3 parts to this stream.
Okay. So you want to cut it like in a half an hour, or you want to do one more like another hour?
30. We'll go for another 30 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because we're not gonna get to 36.
No, we're not. If we cut it in 30, we would have streamed for like 2 hours and 30 minutes around there.
Yeah, we're already 2.5 hours in.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So no, we're getting to the 3 hours. Okay.
All right,
got it,
Smooch on your
boys.
cooch.
W stream gonna be watching. Yeah, appreciate you, Smooch.
Yeah, we're gonna like, you know, me and Dice will talk, and we're gonna try and get these like streams out. Like, it's not gonna be like, you know, you're gonna have to wait months. You know what I mean? We're gonna try and get this.
No. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll try to make it like at least the second one. We can try to record it we can try to stream it this week, and hopefully we can do the third stream a week from now, next Saturday. That's not locked in, but I do want to, you know, I want the people that put the time into to, like, you know, kind of see or see us reacting to them. I don't want them to have to wait 2 weeks just to see us react to their blades. So we'll try to knock this out by the end of this week. Maybe a midweek stream, and then another at the end of the week. So we'll see how it goes. Stay tapped in with the community tab.
All right, let's move. And then now we have been moving a bit quicker through them too, so we'll keep this pace. Now that we know we can keep this pace next time.
Yeah.
All right, so Dewey. All right, Dewey, what you got for us? Tora, Tiger, Purpose Offense. All right, so another Tiger manifestation. A massive white tiger is the actual.
This a white tiger though.
Yeah, white tiger. That used to be my nickname in high school.
Okay, buddy. Put the fries in the bag.
Oh my god. Okay, brother. That hit me deep with that one.
No.
Alright, first ability, Sumi, Claw. The Tora.
You got another claw ability.
Yeah, right. Claws, bricks, stones.
Stop it.
You know, the Tora summons a massive hand claw that that attack with the user. Each slash made by the user will have 3 more slashes simultaneously appear on the target with the same damage. With the defense penetration depending on the user's edge alignment up to 100% when the user make a perfect slash. What's edge alignment? But I get where they're going for. This is like divergent slash times 3. You get 3 slashes instead of just 2.
Yeah, I'm assuming the edge alignment just refers to it's a bit redundant what I'm gonna say, but just literally how well the blade is aligned to make that perfect slash, like it says at the end of the sentence. So just imagine it like perfect technique, I guess is the way I see it.
Fair. All right, Hoko Roar. The Tora unleashes a ear-screeching roar against enemy targets, temporarily stunning them in fear as well as mark them as prey. The stun time is dependent on the spirit energy capacity of the target. Okay. Pretty cool. Third ability, Moru, Maul. The marked, whoever's marked, alright, so whoever's marked for prey gets eaten by the Tora. Damn, that sucks. It takes 120% increased damage. Okay, this is a domain buff. The Tora takes 120 increased damage and convert the flesh into either spirit energy for continued combat or heal back the damage taken by the user should they are injured. If the user decides the former, the ability Sumi summons 2 paws for double damage. Okay, that's a crazy ability. Let's see, when the True Realm extension, when the user enters True Realm, the Tora can split into 2 parts and all abilities increase by 200%. The user also gains strength, speed, and durability multiplier equivalent to a tiger on top of their original physical stats. This just seems like, I don't even know how to put it. Like, because that third ability is insane. And then it's like, then you go to the True Realm, and then you're getting split into 2 parts, and all the abilities increase by 200%. So it's like stacking on top of the third ability even more. What the fuck is going on outside? Dude, the neighbors are like building a fucking warehouse next to me or something.
Yeah, this is a very...
You cook, because
okay.
I'm about to have to go fist fight a neighbor.
All right, guys, you think Tiberius is gonna pull out the blade?
I was about to say I came back and I lost.
Yeah, I think this is one of the more interesting blades. I do like the white tiger manifestation. I do like that the way its abilities are portrayed here. I know they said offense, but the type of offense I do like that is it stays on theme with the tiger. It is very much like a hunting type of offense, you know, from even like the marking of praise, the way, you know, it increased by percentages, the damage. This is the interesting blade. I like it. One of the more unique ones as well, but also nothing like really too out of the box. I like the edge alignment thing. Yeah, and the True Realm is something that's like, the way I see this True Realm, it's basically like scratching the surface, because it's nothing too insane as well. But, you know, by the logic of this blade, I would think that it can be pretty crazy.
It's like they're belt sanding turtles. And I don't know what that means.
Yo, Lucas had said that they're holding the Rakuzaichi over there by your house.
Dead ass. Proceed.
What number are you on, Dicey? This is the 18th blade. We're gonna go to the 19th blade. Yeah. So shout out.
We might have to call it a little earlier, because I don't know if that noise is gonna stop, and the neighbors are bigger than I thought. I'm just playing. It's actually my mother-in-law. She's out there doing something.
Oh, okay.
And, I mean, hey, I can fight her. Let me chill.
What do you think, chat? What do you think, chat? Should Tiberius fight his mother-in-law?
She definitely winning, by the way.
So you want to do one more? You want to do 19 and just cut it off there? You can read it, or I can read it. Shout out, just before we move on, shout out Dewey. Solid blade, solid blade. You know, I do like the marking with prey. I thought that was the more unique aspect of this blade. So again, I like the thought put into the blade.
Yeah,
it's pretty different as well.
That prey ability is just too goddamn strong, though.
Yeah, well, yeah. Cool. I mean, I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying with the 120% increase in the third ability. Yeah, because the roar is like it unleashes an ear screeching roar and
your mark for prey instantly.
And marks them as prey. yeah, that's pretty OP. I like that.
You can read.
So I appreciate the submission.
Yeah, you can read the next one, and then we'll wind down.
Okay, so we'll stop it at 19.
Yeah.
All right, so then we'll start the next one.
We could talk a bit about. We could do a quick little recap of some of the things that we remember talking about. I know we did a lot of them, but we can talk. Just do it like a at least wind the stream down a bit before we just cut it off.
I do. Okay, number 19, I'm pretty sure was resubmitted. Here we go. I found it. I believe number 19 was resubmitted in 21. So, and I'm going to go ahead and read. I'm going to go ahead and read in 21, but make sure I don't skip 20 for next. Because I think he just forgot the name, which was Muramasa.
Oh, well, then you just do 20, and then I'll do 21, and we'll call it there.
Okay, I just want to make sure he didn't change anything. Curse Bless Magatama and Magatama Ward. Let me just make sure it's the same one. I don't want to skip over anybody.
No, it's different because the first ability on 21 is Mon or Endgate, and the wait, hold on, which one?
No, yeah, no, then you got the wrong one pulled up. First ability is 9-ringed Magatama.
Oh no, I'm on 20. My bad.
Okay. So fine. I'll do 19 as 21, and then we'll go to 20.
Yep.
Okay. So this is Muramasa is the name of the blade. It's an offensive blade. Spirit manifestation, 2 Oni demons. First ability is 9-ring tailed Magatama. It'd be a whip of interlocking Magatama that extends from the blade, and you can swing it for heavy destructive output. Simple, straightforward. I like it. Magatama Ward creates a perimeter of 4 massive Magatama that circle around the user. These 4 beads can act as shields, but the true ability of Magatama Ward is being able to cut anything from anywhere within the space.
Okay, buddy.
It's like a mini malevolent shrine. It's literally what it says. It's like a world cutting. He literally says it's like a mini domain expansion. Any enemy caught within the Magatama ward can be hit from anywhere. The ward can be dispelled by breaking off 4 Magatama. So there is a counter. Cursed Blessed Magatama. Third ability. Wow. A green Magatama that connects to the wielder by a thread of spirit energy and relieves any stress, pain on the body, curses, poisons, and stops wounds from bleeding. Okay, so like a intense healing. It speeds up healing, but not to a superhuman degree like Wolverine, like the reference. The second part of this ability is placing the Magatama on an enemy, in which case it turns purple and amplifies negative things already done to an opponent. Like if they're already poisoned, the effects of poison will be even worse. If they have wounds, those wounds will keep bleeding profusely. It also amplifies negative emotions on the opponent, such as fear, doubt, sadness. I like this ability.
Yeah, that sounds like
True Realm would be.
It sounds like it has a True Realm like extension added into that
built in
already. What's up, Gene? Gene the Machine.
Oh, what's up, Gene?
What's up, Goat? My bad,
Observer
brother.
pulling up. Yeah, shout out, Goat. Yeah, I see what you're saying, because it's not just
it's not healing
like
them,
amplifying,
but then it's also doubling whatever the opponent's got or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's literally like it kind of like just any negative phenomena. It's not just like physical wounds, but also negative emotions. So
if they're
there's
constipated, they're double constipated.
They're double constipated.
How you holding up, bro? You gotta go to True Realm now.
All right, True Realm would probably be the Magatama turning black. Can be used independently of the 3 primary abilities, meaning you can just shoot out Magatama from your sword, or hand or whatever, and they'll do damage. Magatama Ward would get bigger to an almost inescapable degree. So an inescapable, like a legit domain. Cursed Blessed Magatama would be more potent. How does that get more potent?
Triple the constipation.
And 9-ring tailed Magatama would just grow longer. For a really long, for a really big final attack, it can be Chaotic Magatama, and it would be just Maximum Uzumaki from JJK, where hundreds of Magatama come together and swirl around violently, creating this destructive sphere that gets shot out to decimate whatever it's in its path. So yeah, it's like a yeah, I was gonna say like a bit of
you was just adding words in there too, but you helping them cook.
Not me. Not me.
Where does it say sphere in there? Did I miss it?
Because it makes a sphere with all the blades.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. This got crazy really quick.
Yeah.
I like it though.
It got crazy hella quick. I mean, just that third ability is really like, it's just, that third ability is nuts. I mean, I guess in a vacuum, not necessarily, but you know, the fact that it like amplifies just negative emotions as well, like just anything. That's crazy.
Oh, and for context, guys, just in case you're slow like me, I had to look up Magatama.
Yeah, it's like that shot.
Like,
yeah, those little the beads, the like Itachi
Susanoo. Yeah, but I didn't. Okay, I see. Yeah, the design. I see where the design. I see the. Yeah, I see now. Like the inspiration Naruto took and whatever from this. But these are legit beads, so now I can understand when they said it shoots out Magatama. Originally, I thought it was shooting out blades, but the name of the blade is Muramasa. So.
Muramasa, yeah, I think it's like a cursed blade too. Muramasa, that sounds very familiar. I can't remember what it's from though.
Okay, yeah, Muramasa seems to be a blade as well.
Let's see, 21. Okay,
21. Oh, it's 15, 16th century Japanese swordsmith.
Ooh,
who founded Muramasa. Okay.
Maybe it might be from Dororo. I think it might be the cursed blade from Dororo.
Wait, hold up! Shout out! Oh, and they didn't put any sort of at. So, oh damn. So yeah, shout out whoever did this one, because Muramasa was a swordsmith. So I do like kind of like referencing Kunishige. It does look like a bit. So this is really Bunishige the sword.
Okay, Kame got kills. What it's from? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now, Leo. Peak reference. There might even be a Yu-Gi-Oh card named that Muramasa is from a Bleach filler arc. Okay.
Bleach filler arc. Okay. So yeah, it's like a prevalent term.
Probably just through like a bunch of different animes that have swords in them.
Oh, but look, there is the curse. Popular lore and kabuki theater depicted these swords as requiring blood. Okay, yeah. Hey, so W lore, even though they didn't put all this into the blade, I do like the references. The abilities themselves are pretty well thought. I like the JJK references. Nothing too crazy. Mini domain expansion. You know, but nothing really too insane. I like this. I pretty much like everything about this blade. So yeah, pretty solid.
Yes, that one's a little crazy in a sense. I mean, I think there's nothing really like, I guess I don't know. That one's got me a little stumped a little bit, because then that one's also got like a world cutting slash. It says it could cut anything within that space. Like just for the love of the game.
Oh, but okay, but see, I didn't take it literally like cutting space itself. It just cuts anything that gets in that area. You know, anything that that's why I said like a domain, like literally like Malevolent Shrine. Even though Malevolent Shrine's slashes are kind of like random and just if you get caught, you get caught.
Everything.
This one seems to be. Yeah, this one seems to be more specific. Like you step in, oop, you got caught. You throw like whatever inside, and it gets cut.
Like oop, you got caught. Yeah. Like oop, you're dead.
Yeah.
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 It'd be like that in bocce, you know. You just so happen to walk next to
Dude.
that wet-looking Soga, you know, and he unsheaths that sword.
Oop, you lost your arms. Shout out Izaru.
Slink. The boy just took his arms. All right, so this is gonna be the last one, and then me and Dice will kind of just talk about the things that, you know, some of the our experience with this first go. This one is by Tao, which just hearing the word Tao makes me think of Hell's Paradise. I watched the episode yesterday. Esaiki. Boy, I feel super white when I try and pronounce some of these, but it's alluring spirit. Which one was yours, Leo? Offensive support, i.e. debuff, symbolizes the use of religion in justifying war, probably including the Seite one. This is Soga sympathizer's blade, Soga's assistant.
I like how they say the Seite one. Like it was just one of them wars, right? Like it wasn't the war.
Let's see. Like Kitsune, that. Mon, English gate. Okay, we didn't get to Leo's yet. An image of multiple small torii gates appears surrounding the wielder in a circle a few meters in radius. Anything entering the circle will be pushed down with immense force as if forced to bow and kneel. This sounds like a domain too. Lasts for a few seconds and has a cooldown of 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 hours, I hope.
Nah, just 2, bro. just two. Put 2 fingers up.
Yeah. 2 in the...
No, I would assume seconds.
Yeah, for sure, 2 seconds.
2 in the what you said?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Some of the other blades have the same ability names. That's fine.
Ooh, wait, no Gitsune is a W name. W name, yeah, I like that. Trickster Fox.
That's fire. Odaru means dance. The wielder takes an offensive sword stance and is pulled forward, to thrust with an ethereal trail of 9 foxtails following them. Okay, I guess that the ethereal trail of 9 foxtails is just for show. It's like some Demon Slayer shit. Because it don't really say it doesn't really say it amps them in any way or it does anything. Hokaku capture. A center of attraction forms above a selected area, pulling everything nearby into itself, says Gojo's blue. This is non-lethal as the pull does not converge into a singularity, nor does it last for more than a minute, but it allows for the wielder or others to more easily wipe out the crowd of targets while they're trapped. Okay, so it's just it's just basically like a gravitational pull that doesn't actually do damage. It just kind of brings them together. And True Realm Extension can combine abilities such that any area outlined by dashes of dance is subject to the increased pressure of gate for the same duration as the regular use of gate. So basically just allows you to mark things with the actual ethereal trail of 9 foxtails. Leaves a trace or a track, and then within that track you get to Gate's ability will affect them and have them kneel for have them kneel for a few seconds, it says. Okay, that's not a bad use of the True Realm. See, like I ain't mad at that kind of like True Realm like usage of having 2 abilities kind of merge. Okay, and this is the Muramasa. Yeah. So the next one is also wavy. That's the one we'll start with next time. Ooh, 2 large skeletal salmon.
Just for this blade, I do see why Leo said this was similar to him, because this is a Kitsune as a spirit manifestation, which I didn't catch. I do like the abilities. Pretty straightforward. It's really like,
I mean, just the problem is that first ability is kind of strong.
Yeah.
Like just having someone forced to like kneel.
Yeah, it's interesting because it says as if forced to bow and kneel. I wonder how literal that is. It just reminds me of
Kenjaku.
bingo sorcery. Oh well, yeah, the super intense anti-gravity, but yeah, more like the weighing down. But yeah, it does say immense force, so never mind. This would be more akin to the gravity, or the anti-gravity reversal. So yeah, besides that, I think the other abilities are pretty straightforward. I like how the second one seems to have some aura to it. It's just, like you said, the ethereal trail of the nine foxtails, just for the fun of it.
Yeah, for the love of the game.
Yeah,
But that one that's
yeah, I
cool because
do.
it does trace them, and it does leave like a trace, and that will help the true realm basically allow them to use gate and have a wider range to have them like be pushed down by that force.
I mean, honestly, this is one of these blades where, like I've said before, with some of the other ones, you can really see how this one specifically, I think more so than the other ones, it's not so much how the abilities can be used in combination, but more so how they can be used in combination, but more so like not just okay, not just like switching things up, like, okay, this ability and then use this one and then use this other one, but more so to complement the abilities here, right? Like you can imagine closing the distance with Odoru, the second ability, and then kind of pulling, using the Hokaku capture to kind of pull yourself, or pull nearly everything into itself. Oh, wait, did I interpret that incorrectly? Is not lethal. So yeah, it just I do like how the possibilities of these abilities to like be used to complement each other.
Yeah. Like in quick succession, you can see it like wiping out large forces fairly fast. It's got like a kind of gravity. Yeah. This one has kind of more of like a gravity, aspect to it. It feels like.
And I do wonder for the third ability, does the wielder determine that center of attraction, or is it just themselves?
Yeah, it says a selected area, so I guess they would.
Okay. Oh, above a selected. Yeah. So again, man, in combination with like the first and second abilities, it could be GG's for your opponent really quick.
You pull everyone together, then you pull them close enough to where you could just drop gate. You drop gate on them, and then they all get pushed down, and then you just have a bunch of easy beheadings right there.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah. Don't give us no ideas. I got my mother-in-law going crazy outside. My wife's gonna hear this and come beat my ass. They're gonna tag team me.
Yeah, you're screwed, man. Don't call me. Prayers in the chat for Tiberius.
Yeah. Oh man, but this was lit.
Yeah, hey, shout out Miles. I don't know if this they sent this a minute ago. Check y'all next stream. Love from South Africa. Damn, that's cool. Appreciate you pulling up, Miles.
Hey, love to see it. Big W.
Yeah, Jenny, that's cool. That's cool. Jezzy Lee, can't wait for them to see mine. Yeah, we're excited to go through all of these.
Yeah, so far it's been pretty like. I feel like I've seen blades that I kind of expected, like not in a bad way either, but just kind of like a specific type of spirit manifestation, or like certain abilities. Just like I expected like some gravity ones, for instance, like a barrier.
Yeah.
But there's also like different executions of it, so like it's pretty dope. I looked at a couple of these, and I looked at a couple of the back end ones. I don't think I've seen any of the middle submissions though. So like it'll be the ones coming up next are gonna be a surprise for me.
Yeah, Leo said clutch the 1v2. But yeah, Leo also said that the blades so far have been unique and crazy. And yeah, and I agree with that 100%. I've been a bit taken aback by how unique some of these blades have been, honestly. Because like you said, some like you kind of expected certain concepts. Like there's a lot of like domain kind of barrier type abilities, but other things like the brick spirit manifestation, the forge one, and the prune ability. they people got in their bag for this, man.
Yeah, that
So I'm
prune,
excited to keep going. For the
it's
other ones.
crazy. An ability called prune is the one that like kind of stuck out to me the most. Like, of course, there's like the
Yeah.
OP ones that are just like insane, but like that prune one was real cool. The cow
Yeah.
blade. Can't forget the cow blade.
Cowblade, dude. Cowblade was pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, the bull ability in itself is pretty
Oh
tough.
wait, what's the
1,000 bricks.
10 pieces sword, the
10 pieces,
Yarinto,
dude.
the fucking dinosaur true realm one. That one was like the
Yeah.
one that sticks in my head. Of course, we got the Kagurabachi blade.
Yeah. Yeah, Red went crazy with the lore. Yeah.
Oh, and then we got
So-
Yurt Blickathon, got a master's degree in communications and all that. Radio waves
Yeah.
and shit was insane. There was one more I wanted to go look back on real quick. This one. Kagurabachi blade to rule them all. Yeah, Kagurabachi. Not this one. But this was fun though. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. Like, man, streaming for 3 hours can be exhausting, like mentally.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the cow blade. I just was looking up for one. Oh yeah, appreciate y'all showing love to that animation as well. I cooked up some like original like animated wallpaper kind of things, or just little animations, just so I can when we stream, we have something up on the screen that has some movement to it. The Forge one was cool. That's the Fojitensei one. That's the homie that joined in the chat a little while ago.
Yeah. That was cool. He got to see. He missed us reacting live, but it's cool that they at least joined and saw us talk about it.
Oh, Red. He
I said Red.
Yeah. That one was crazy. His was just very unique, and that was the one blade that we wasn't sure if it was actually stronger than the Magatsumi or weaker, just because it's so circumstantial.
Yeah, no, Red's, and the lore, he went like deep on the lore too. It wasn't just like simple lore. Like
he's about to make an original book off of that blade.
Yeah, like you could do a whole breakdown on that blade. I said, so yeah, no, man. Honestly, I'm really like what's the word? It's not just like happy, but like I feel, I'm missing the word, but just grateful,
Elated.
See, I don't even know what that means.
You about to bust?
I'm about to bust. Yeah, I think that's the proper terminology.
He's bricked like that, like that blade, y'all. Thanks, Beatrice.
Appreciate it, Beatrice. Yeah. Was the Reds one with zombie, because the lore with that could be so crazy. Yeah, that's the one, Leo. That's the one. Red, honestly, Red, above and beyond.
The most unique sword so far.
Yeah.
Prune's the best single ability, but as a blades concept, Red's got the most unique blade concept. And Artisferia, Bengal, he had a good, simple like sword that can be used very well, like within the verse. That was the one with the canines, and you can add like basically like the we talked about doing like a double-sided scythe for a sword or something like that. Prince blades, he had a very cool like Dagon type blade that is very usable in the verse Abachi as is.
Yeah, man, that's why I said, like, honestly, like I appreciate everyone taking the time, whether they wrote a lot or they wrote a little. Just the fact that so many people took the time and thought, because even the ones that were like shorter, like you could tell that thought went into them and intention, and you can tell that they had something in mind and what they wanted to do with the blade.
I like Jellos too.
So, yeah.
I could really see Jellos being used, because I think, like, I feel like I could picture the exact kind of character that would wield that type of blade.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple like Jellos and a few other ones like Bingals, that just kind of they fit right in. They kind of you could really just slide them right into the verse, and it wouldn't be anything that kind of sticks out.
Yeah, there's no
Um,
there's no like extra like you don't have to add any conditions for them being in the Bachi verse. Like they just work as
yeah,
is. And I was
yeah,
surprised I'm surprised there wasn't as many destructive type blades. It was a lot of like support style, disorientation, stun lock, trying to stun lock their opponent,
mhm,
blinding or messing some sound waves, deafening them. So I do like that it was a good mix, or I like that it was like mostly that. I say
yeah.
mostly, but it feels like there was a lot of that. I mean, some of the swords had that and still were like one shot blades, like that the dinosaur blade.
Yeah. Crazy Beatrice says, I wrote like 2 pages and didn't even include lore. What was I doing?
Oh.
Hey, I look forward to finding out, because what were you doing? I mean, you must have like gone deep on the abilities or the purpose of the blade. Like, I'm looking forward to yours, Beatrice. I hope you put your at the top so we can make sure to shout you out. And I appreciate you either way. I appreciate you writing so much by the looks of it.
Yeah, appreciate
So
everyone
looking
who,
forward to getting to that
especially
one.
even if y'all didn't participate in this one, we can't we can't promise when. I mean, like aside from the next part of this stream, I can't promise when we'll or what we'll do for like an event, but every now and then we'll have something like this, like a community based activity or something, because that's the whole thing with like Hishaku Hideout is basically like big community driven channel. That's when eventually once we get the
100%.
Discord, when we get the Discord up and running, we could, a good thing about my job is I have Discord open all day on my work computer. I can edit. I do thumbnails at work, like thumbnail commissions. So, I have a lot of time on my hands sometimes, and so when we open up the Discord, I'll be having like little things within the Discord, for the community. Fan-made sorcery could be fun. I'll actually be, my next video is going to be ranking the sorcerers of Kagurabachi. As we know them now. We're in part 1, I guess I should say. But y'all make sure to check out Dice's video. We're going to wrap up here.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, make sure to watch Dice's Enchanted Blade video. That man always cooks. He is the best YouTuber under 2,000 subs.
Appreciate that.
And that's coming because I'm under 2,000 subs too, by the way. So that's it. That shows y'all.
High praise.
Dice. I hate Dice, but its content's good.
It's content's high. No, yeah, man. But I second everything you said. Honestly.
Thanks, Rage.
So
you think you're the best
Rage.
YouTuber under 2,000 subs? I'm just playing.
No, I guess everything except that, right?
But you are though.
No, but you got what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I appreciate Rage, appreciate Jello, appreciate Leo, appreciate
Beatrice,
Lucas, Mouse that was here earlier, Lucas, everybody. I know there was some other people earlier in the stream. Appreciate everybody that just passed by, or if you stuck around. Yeah, everybody, honestly. And again, for submitting the blaze, taking the time out. And thought W stream Leo, yeah, appreciate it. So yeah, you'll be seeing more from us, and we'll see what we come up with next. And looking forward to see, because I think most of your blades, like Leo, we only got through Jello's. We haven't seen Leo's, Beatrice. So yeah, looking forward to hopefully getting those in the next stream. Looking forward to those for sure.
And we'll be able to go through them quicker next time too. Like I think
we'll try at least.
Yeah, we'll try. I mean, we definitely got through because it was like an hour and a half, and we was on like 8.
Yeah, or the first ones we were just kind of like feeling it out and spending a bit too much time, but then we picked it up. And yeah, Jello's right. New episode tomorrow on most recent chapter, hopefully. So.
All right. Well, I think that'll do it for us. We'll end it here. Y'all have a good rest of your day or night. Appreciate everyone coming through. Excuse me. And me and Dice got a recording tomorrow for the chapter. So